titles are completely different. It's funny. People are gonna be like, "What the hell is this about?" All right, live streaming.
Are you on right now, fool?
I'm on.
I'm late. I'm late to the party. Hanging. Guaranteed. There's gonna be guys like, you don't have your glasses on, dude.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, dude, forget that noise. This is like the unveiling, dude.
MTB DropIN. Done. Okay. Next. Oh shoot!
We got one watching.
wait.
What happened?
I need a retake thumbnail.
Oh, we got 6 watching.
We
got 10 watching. Oh wow, they're stacking up.
I guess I'll go live.
How is everybody doing? What's up, Biker Baller? Justin Ramsey on time as
dude, as
on
always,
time.
Bro.
Justin Ramsey's always on time.
Oh, I did not switch. Oh wait, yeah, I did. Okay, I could switch this.
All right, so we're actually doing an experiment right now. I've never seen 2 people try to do 2 different live streams at one time. We were like, dude, well, let's do a live stream on his channel, and then we'll do a live stream on mine at the very same time, and so that way we can maybe, like, I don't know, get more, people watching. I don't know. It's never been done before, as far as I know. I've never seen anybody try this, so this is like a crazy experiment tonight. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
I got 3 watching.
Yeah,
I see myself. Oh, I see you.
Up.
I see you.
Yeah, you see. Okay, so you see me. We need to get you in there. Okay, cool. So MTBfiend's getting his camera going, so he'll be live streaming on his channel as well.
You have to like.
Sup, bros? What's going on? It's DMTB, San Diego MTB. I'm assuming that's what that means. What's on the agenda? Cincinnati. Alright, so we'll get to the agenda right now. It's kind of in the title. Hey, first thing on the agenda is tell my dog to be quiet. Lay down. Love you. Good boy.
Stand there.
Good boy.
That's such a sick dog.
Yeah, he just like sat like right down as soon as it said that.
Dude, you don't even got some suspension, bro.
Dude, oh, you do got a suspension just thing in there. He's got forks in his seat.
Dude, I forgot, like, that your camera's right there. It's like on a tripod.
Yeah, it's like right there. It's like in my face.
Behind a box. Oh, this is genius.
Alright, so are you up and ready now? You look like you're good. Oh, you got the black screen and everything on there.
Yeah, I put the. You could do it too. You just go on your thing and put like night mode.
Right here?
Yeah, and then do dark theme on.
Oh, it's that.
It looks so sick. I like
activate dark. Oh wow! Now we're live streaming. Now it's dark on this side. What's going on, everybody?
Yo yo yo.
So the agenda tonight. All right. So I've been wanting to do a live stream with this guy for some time. Like this guy has actually taught me a lot. I've only ridden with him a few times. We've ridden
a couple times,
5 times or something like that together in the past like few months. Hey, be quiet, boy. Shh, quiet, Cinder. Lay down. I'm sorry, guys. My dog's going cray. So I've been wanting to get together. This guy has a great channel. If you haven't seen MTBfiend's channel, make sure just type in MTBfiend, subscribe to him. He has a great growing channel. Like you came out with the video recently that like exploded everything. What was that one? Was it the how to do a wheelie? That was like.
That was a while ago. It was a couple months ago, but it's got like 100.
But that's what exploded you, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like 2,000 subscribers from that thing, right?
A lot.
Like, it was a good video, guys. Like, it was. I actually felt like it was like a fresh take on like how to do a wheelie, because that's the thing. There's so many of these how to do a bunny hop, how to do a wheelie, and it's like, can you get something from it? And I totally got something from his video. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. And you do a lot of like trail videos too, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of doing a little bit more on the edits right now, but definitely next week I got some stuff going on for. Yeah,
because you do like the trail building.
Yeah, so we're working on a lot of stuff right now too.
So tonight, me and David are gonna be doing just like kind of like a hangout. It's his birthday today, right?
Yeah,
it's
19.
19 years old.
Only 19.
Nah, only you're good, dude. I mean, this guy's 19 years old, and he's killing it on the trails already. And Sender, my dog is going crazy. Hey, quiet. Gotta let him know I'm serious. Don't call the animal police on me.
Dude, I was surprised. He's a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah, he got big fast. I showed my wife a picture of him the other day. She was like, oh my gosh, he was like a baby for a day. Like, it was serious. So, today I wanted to have MTB Fiend here, and basically we just wanted to have like a... I wanted to, you know, celebrate his birthday, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get him on here. We wanted to kind of, because we're going to be collaborating. We're like live in the area, so we've already collaborated, but we want to collaborate more. So we just thought this was a good starting point for you guys to get to know David on my channel and on, I guess, on your channel.
My channel,
you know,
Tony.
Yeah, MTBdropIN. You know. So we're gonna talk about our stories, kind of, and like how we started mountain bike riding and kind of what our goals are. Because the thing that I like about David is that he just he doesn't have, like, when I asked him like, why'd you start your channel? What are your plans? Like, he legitly had a plan. Like, he's like, dude, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm shooting for, and like he has like goals that he wants to, like, you know, make happen, and he can legitly, with his skills, you know, you can, I feel like you're on a good start to making things actually happen, you know. So I you know, I can't wait till you like run into Aaron Gwynn out here and like maybe
dude,
you
I want to so bad.
Like,
I just want to, like, dude, let me follow you, please.
And no joke, I believe he could at least follow him. Or he, I don't know, maybe it'll destroy his pride. I don't know. Because Gwen's supposed to be like one of the world's best riders.
Yeah, I wouldn't be heartbroken though.
Yeah, I mean, Gwen's got a lot of years on you. But I mean, you're almost there, man. I really feel like you have, you know, in the makings. Like, you do like, alright guys, I'm gonna yell at my dog again. Hey, one more time, and you're gonna go outside. Shh, lay down. Lay down. Alright, so... forgive us, guys. This is like YouTube, so it's live, it's real. You know, we got dogs and all that stuff.
Dogs, bikes, coffee, water, this and that.
All right, so because he's not being quiet, I'm gonna actually go put him in his cage really quick. What's up, boys? What's going on, guys? Your wife's dancing at Mammoth was awesome. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, dude, my wife was like, did a space walk.
Oh, I saw that video. That was hilarious. Yeah,
like, dude, like that video is actually, I'm pretty stoked. People are actually really enjoying it. Yeah, Jared, what's going on, Jared?
You guys are hilarious, dude.
Irvine. Alright, guys. While I put the dog away, I need you guys to let me know where you guys are at. We're going to start reading it out. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? Alright, so take over top. Keep them entertained. Keep them entertained.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Man, this is kind of weird. It's like, I got my channel going and his channel going. And then it's like, oh man, it's like, I don't even know what to do, because it's like, so I got MTB on San Diego, Chicago, Frank over here, Orange County, the 951, Montana, Madman Skills, New Jersey, got New Jersey, Dallas, San Jose. You got people from all over, man. Dude, that's sick. Canada. I saw Canada.
Oh, Cash Panda's here.
Florida.
Ontario, Canada. I'm like, Cassius, you're from Ontario? Oh, Ontario, Canada. Are you from Canada? I thought you were like towards the East Coast, like somewhere like that. San Antonio. Oh man. MTB through my eyes. My wife. How is the riding out there in San Antonio? Because my wife is from San Antonio and she's always trying to get me to go back there. So, but I don't know about now because I don't really see any mountains out there last time I was there.
Over there?
Gotta calm down. Okay. Alright, San Diego. Alright, Canyon City. Man, it's like crazy how we like live in this like new generation of like guys like me and you can like start to make kind of, you know, start a channel and kind of like come into the living rooms of people who are everywhere. Like that's this generation.
At the same moment, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, this generation's like never like. It's so different, you know. It's just crazy. Can you race enduro with a giant trans too?
Dude, you could race enduro on any bike, man. I'll probably buy like a Beetle bike and then just like do a race randomly and just. Hey guys,
you should do a Walmart race. I mean, dude,
see, that's something that's ever done. Sick.
No one's ever taken an actual Walmart bike and actually raced it yet. So dude, that would be legit. That'd be sick. You just have to get me in there on that one to film it so I can get my head in there.
Dude, that'd be so dope, dude.
Oh man. All right.
I can't believe I wonder if people even thought of that. Buy a Walmart bike.
No, they haven't. I bet you everybody else is gonna go out there. You know what, dude? I think there's a Walmart bike. The guy asked me if I wanted it from next door. So I don't know if you wanted to. You know, he asked me if I wanted to use it
for free.
Yeah, for free. He's trying to give it away.
What?
It's a legit like Walmart bike.
What size is it? Like a extra small?
Nah, it looks like at least a medium. You know what I mean? It could be a large. I don't know. So, all right, guys. So we're here now, and we're gonna kind of tell our stories a little bit. So, did you want to kick it off, or like, did you like, what do you want to do? How do you want to? We didn't plan much.
No, we just kind of got to like, all right, we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
let's figure it.
But we're gonna make it happen though. That's what we're gonna do. So you know what? I guess I can go first. I guess if you want. MTB Cincinnati. There are so many people doing Walmart bike tests and trashes right now. You guys might have to come up with an original angle left Walmart bike enduro. Well, that's what we're saying. He races. David races enduro, and he could legitly sign up for an enduro race, and let's see if it holds up. I mean, we know that it won't, but I mean, you know, it would be cool. You know what? It'd be make a goal of getting top 10 with the Walmart bike. Can you get top 10 in an enduro race with the Walmart bike?
Just say screw it. Sign up for the expert class.
Just do it, dude. I think that would be legit.
That'd be free. I'd probably come out last, dude.
You should have your camera on you and like have like get people's reactions. Like, what are you doing, dude? What's going on? But that might mess up your season because are you trying to get the points right now, or what are you doing?
Well, the last race is already at Vail, and that's the 5th of November. It's on a Sunday, and so you need 4 races to qualify for the overall. And right now I've only done 3 races, and so that's gonna be my 4th one, which is a final, so I'll qualify for an overall.
Okay.
And I was surprised. I was looking back at the stats, and like after my second race or my first race, I was like 40 something overall, like out of like 50 something.
Okay.
And then after the 3rd race, I did my 2nd race and my 3rd race, and then after that, like I was just kind of like messing around, like checking, like, oh, I wonder where I'm at, and I'm actually 6th. Overall, I'm like, what? You know, like after all that, it's crazy.
So to put it this way, in a more simple terms, David just started racing. You've done 3 races, and you're already 6th overall in the expert.
Out of like 50, I think.
So I mean, he's on his way. I mean, to doing some pretty cool stuff, I think. So okay, so David, when I came to you and I said, why are you starting your channel? What are you doing? Like, what is your goal? Like, you know what I mean? What are you trying to do? You know what I mean?
Well, literally, my goal is to become pro. That's straight up what I want to do.
Yeah, you know, and it's very rare to meet somebody where it's like when they say, what do you want to do when you grow up? You're like, I want to become a pro mountain biker, or I'm a pro, and I'm like, and then I see you sending like 40-foot jumps, and not only do you send jumps, dude, you're fast. Like I've done distortion over and over and over. It's a local trail around here.
It's fun.
And it's fun trail, and I feel like I probably did that thing about 50 to 70 times. No joke. But I've done it that many times. Yeah, so fun. I know that thing inside and out. So I'm like, if there was ever a trail that I could keep up with you on, it'd be that one. But legitly, like, he was gone. I couldn't find him anymore. And I'm like, and so, like, I've seen your gimbal footage, dude, and it looks like comparable to, like, Nate Hills or something. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not saying you're there yet or trying to give you more kudos, and you know, because I mean, like, dude, you got a lot of work to do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff you got to do, and I know you know that. Yeah. But I mean, when I look at your gimbal footage, I remember one day when I saw it, when you finally made the decision to get the gimbal, and I saw it, and I was like, I had one of those like kind of like jealousy moments for a second. I was like, that just looks so awesome. Like, I want to give people content like that. You know what I mean? And it pushed me, but in the same way, I was like, because doing these YouTube videos is like making art, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then when you put that speed aspect into it, it creates that effect, and you're like, you know, it really engages people, you know, you're like, wow, look how fast he's going, and then you're like really absorbed into the video. Like, you know, as a content creator, I want to create that same thing, you know what I mean? But I mean, I've been mountain biking for like a year and a half, guys, so I gotta just calm down and, you know, take a chill pill, but keep riding with guys like this, because I'll tell you, I remember the few times that I've ridden with you, I've learned something each time, and it's changed how I've ridden, like every single time. Alright, so I want to race MTBfiend Adrian Garcia. Make it happen, man. Just Around, he says, I hung out with Nate Hills in Moab last Saturday. That dude is bad donkey. Straight up. Yeah, dude, Nate Hills is awesome. You know who's the guy right now that he's like my hero. He's like my Superman on a bike. I feel like not Nate Hills, is Skills with Phil. I feel like Skills with Phil, like, if you watch how fast that guy can go, and he's like
freaking flies.
not just flies, not just fast, but he has the coolest like technique.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Kobe Bryant on the basketball field. Like, you might be able to score as like LeBron James, in my opinion, could, you know, probably score as many points in a game or whatever as Kobe and all that stuff like that. But I'm sorry, Kobe made it look 10,000 times more cooler than freaking LeBron James made it look scoring the same amount of points. So, I mean, the style points are there. And not only his skills will feel incredibly fast, he's got these amazing style. And that's one of the things, too. Like, when you become, like, a pro and you want to, like, take it to the next level, you not only got to be able to, you know, like, get the fastness, you got to be able to show the style. You know what I mean? You got to, like, develop that, like,
creativity.
You know, when you whip, that whip reminds me of, you know, Aaron Gwynn's whip, or that, you know what I mean? You can, like, see, like, the style and how they do it, how they position their body, who is who, you know, it's a trip. Gene Game Lab, Gondola, Seth Bike Hacks, or Single Track Sampler.
Oh my god.
I don't know what this guy's doing, but I mean, all those guys are awesome, but I mean, they're just, you know, they're regular people like us, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, like, Seth is pretty amazing too. I saw some, like, gimbal footage of him today, and I'm like, he was flying.
The one where he was chasing with Nate?
On Instagram. Did you see it on Instagram?
I didn't see it on Instagram. I saw the video though when they went out there, and they're, oh my gosh.
He was with Nate Hills? I didn't see that video yet.
You see that one?
So was he keeping up?
Oh, yeah, that was the new one that they just posted. I think it was like yesterday. I think.
So did he keep up?
He was behind him, dude. But there's some stuff, man, that's like, holy cow, dude. Like, he had this one where he was going at, like, down this, like, big old rock, dude, that, like, you just look at on the video and you just, like, hear Seth, like, holy crap. He's just like, oh jeez. And all of a sudden Nate just freaking whoop, like nothing. And then Seth's just like, alright, freaking, here it goes. And he just starts going down.
Seth did it?
Yeah, dude. And like on the gimbal, it just like boom, like he does like nothing. And all of a sudden he like goes back. He's like, well, like he starts talking to like obviously like the audience. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, well, if you guys think that was easy, well, this is a picture he took. And he started like zooming out, and he goes zoom out, and literally you see Seth like he's like this tiny, like a big old boulder. I'm like, dang, that thing was probably freaking. And like imagine like in person, like.
Yeah, you know, like, it's crazy, and we all talk about it, how, like, gimbal footage and camera footage totally distorts, like, the difficulty of things.
Yeah, dude.
Like, in my video that I was editing today that I'm going to release tomorrow, my wife actually crashes, and, and you look back on it, and I'm sitting there talking to her in the video, like, okay, so take this line, and I'm looking at it, and it looks like nothing. But really, when we were there, it was like, it was steep, way steeper than it looked, you know, and for her to even go back again, and, well, I don't want to spoil the video for you guys tomorrow, so... so that'll be out tomorrow for sure. Justin said, but he did a great job showing what the trail was like, and I rode part of it that day. Dude, so Justin got to go out there and rode with, we got to go ride with those guys, man. That's awesome, dude. And I saw Justin Ramsey's comment before. He's like, hell no, we didn't keep up with them. So I was like, dude. So, yeah, dude. And so you want to become a pro, and what do you want to feature in your channel? Like, what kind of content are you trying to? Because not only are you trying to become a pro, you're making a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So what's the purpose behind the YouTube channel?
Like, behind all that, I just want to make a channel where I can, like, feature like videos of everything. You know, I don't just want to focus on POV videos or just pure on edits or just like trail building videos. You know, you see some channels like obviously like Seth. He does like. A mix of it, and like he does like has new reviews like for the bike parks and all stuff. And Brian, he's just doing like POVs, traveling the world and stuff like that. And then you see Phil, he's doing like a mix as well, like edits and stuff like that. Yeah, right. And I kind of just want to do, or as I'm doing right now, I'm working on a channel where it's like I can do edits, I can do like how tos and stuff like that, trail building, time lapse and stuff like that, because I enjoy watching those a lot. And also like doing races and all that, like just a mix, a variety of like everything.
So and I'm gonna pressure you a little bit, because what do you feel like is gonna differentiate your channel, like as opposed to everybody else right now? Are you still trying to figure that out, or are you?
I think it's just the mix and the variety for sure, because normally it's like some YouTubers only have like one key like aspect into like their channel, and I'm trying to think of. Well, not think, like, trying to gather all those and kind of make it all one. You know?
And you know, I think you might be selling yourself short, because I think that you actually do have something to your channel that not everybody else has, which is different that I noticed about you. Is that you are a good rider. You're like, and your story is that you're trying to become pro. But along that journey, you're legitly like, you do like these trail building videos. Like you're like part of a trail building crew, and you guys film it. And like you legitly go out there and you film how to make this type of jump, how to make that type of jump. But at the same time, you do videos on you racing, and then you do videos of just like you in your backyard. Like the thing about so cool because he builds the trails and then he'll make a video testing out the trail or new feature. And I think that's different than no one's doing that right now as far as I know. Where they're legit, your focus is like you're building these trails and you're like, dude, I'm going to build this crazy jump that you can send it 40 feet and then I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be the first one to do it. I'm like, no one's doing that as far as I know, especially like someone 19 years old. You know what I mean? So that's pretty freaking legit. Effect is terrible, makes everything hundreds. Yep, the angle. So I mean, like, that is one of the huge things that I see. And so... I think, you know what I mean, encourage you to, like, you know, get that picture and realize how you're different than other people, so that way you give people more, because people are liking what you're doing. Like, you've got, what, almost 5 right now? 5,000?
No, I just hit 4. I'm at 4.1 now. But, I mean, it's just, you know, taking your time and, you know, just watch it grow. You can't really, like, be, like, on it too much. Just kind of focus on your videos and stuff like that, and then...
So you're taking it easy right now?
Pretty much.
So how many videos are you devoted to a week right now?
2.
2? Oh, dude, then that's good. I mean, like, that's no. I mean, that's what I do. You know what I mean? And if right now I'm actually, you know, in a position to where I'm only been able to do like 1. I did 2 last week. Yeah. I did only 1 the week before. But the goal is 2. But this thing for me is gonna be like, I'm building this for the next 3 years. You know, like, and it's not just a YouTube channel. There's a legitimate business behind it. You know. So I mean. Like, I want, you know, one of the things I want to do is I want to help. I'm building an aspect of a business of where I'm going to combine therapy with helping, like, trauma victims and, you know, people who have, basically, you know, vets, you know what I mean? You know, who've experienced PTSD. And I'm going to combine therapy with mountain bike riding. And people have done this before. People have done this with, like, horses. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? They do the horse therapy. But I'm going to, there's a lot of people right now that I meet on the trails that are suffering from PTSD, or like people like I've heard so much stuff that people email me and they're like, dude, like this guy has got this disease, not this disease. I've been through this. I lost my wife. I my kids. I'm my only father. I've gotten all these things, and it's like, man, there's a real need out there. And if I could, these guys are already kind of getting therapy in a sense through mountain bike riding, but if I can combine true therapy to actually make more of a difference in some of these people, and you know, because I'm a mental health professional. So I will be like a licensed certified therapist in about a year and 2 months or something like that. So I'm almost done with school and everything. I'll be a pre-licensed and all that. So I'm gonna one facet. I'm gonna start this business, and I'm gonna basically like create this part of it, which is gonna create more revenue for me to basically go out and do more with the channel, to make more videos, to go travel here, to go travel there. And the other aspect of it is my daughter. You know, my daughter has a disease, and it's called neurofibromatosis, and I want to use this channel and the business to basically start something to raise money to help maybe one day find a cure. You know, you know, and mountain biking has been my therapy. You know what I mean? And it's kind of what's been getting me through this whole process. And so I found mountain biking. Well, I won't go over that again, but I mean, well, you could we can talk about it later. But I mean, I'm just. You know, that's the thing. I'm trying to turn this thing into a true brand, to get it to go, you know, the therapy aspect, channel aspect, and then also to raise money to bring awareness for my daughter's condition. But I'm going to do that through, you know, I'm going to tell my story on the channel. I'm going to tell my story. This is like the story of, you know, me making this thing happen, you know, and I'm going to take, I want to take everybody along for that ride, and I'm doing it all through mountain bike riding, you know, so, you know, it's going to go. So it's gonna periodically come out. My dream one day too is to also get a bike shop. You know,
bike shop, that'd be sick.
You know, I really want to do a bike shop. I want to do one where it's like bike shop / coffee shop. You know, like let's talk about bike shops real quick. What do you think what do you think bike shops are lacking nowadays? You know what I mean? Like, is it customer service? Is it, you know what I mean? Is it like quantity? Is it, you know what I mean? Is it lack of, you know, sociability? What do you think bike shops? Because now bike shops are in like this type of like mode where they have to kind of like, they're having to adjust, you know, because of the internet. You know, like Worldwide Cyclery, all their like sales and stuff are like online.
Yeah.
So, online is killing it right now. Like Worldwide Cyclery, all their bikes in there, they're just demo bikes. Come ride our demo bike so you can go out and then purchase a bike online through us. You know, so in your opinion, as someone who's been in the mountain biking field for a while and you know, kind of going to shop, what do you think shops are lacking? You know,
I don't know. Normally when I go in, I feel like I'd say like bike variety maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, you know, you come into some stores and there's some that are small and some that are big, but also like the manufacturers, like you go into a bike shop, for example, like Jax, and it's like all intense and all that stuff, and then Trek, and like you go to a bicycle warehouse and they have like Giant and like Santa Cruz, you know, like two different brands, rather than just like having like a mix of all those as in one, you know what I mean, instead of just having like certain bikes in one shop and certain bikes in another shop.
So more variety. Yeah. Like for me, I feel like the community aspect is not there, and I feel like there's a lot of people. I guess like people who like, I just got into the sport, so when I walked into a bike shop, I wanted to learn. I want to like figure stuff out. I want to, you know. So I do feel like there's this like a lot of bike shops I've been in. You go in there and they kind of like have their close little knit group. You know what I mean? And you're kind of the outsider. You know what I mean? Like I want to build something. Like my channel is community based. It's all about riders coming together, you know, even with problems and everything like that, that we get together and we socialize and we're kind of in a sense there for one another. Yeah. So I want to make a bike shop that I want people to walk in and feel like they can come over and hang out if they want to. I don't want them to feel like a germ if they're ever in there. Yeah. You know, and one of the things I like about, everyone sees I work with Jax Bicycle Shop, they kind of like, they have that, like the second someone comes in a Jax Bicycle Shop, it's like let's say I'm hanging out there, and I'm talking to somebody, like instead of them sitting there talking to me still, they're like, crap, I gotta get this guy who just came in, and they could be a totally new person. Like they're legitimately serious about making people feel comfortable when they're there. You know what I mean? And that you're not wasting their time. Yeah. You know, so it's really to kind of communicate that through a bike shop, that this is not just a bike shop, this is a community, and if you're here, then you're, I guess family might be a strong word, but something that's, you know, but we're cool. You know what I mean? You know, if I don't know, it would be cool. You know what I mean? To be able to, like, I'm not just going to the bike shop to just like, you know, go look at bikes today. You know, but I'm gonna go hang out with my buddy who's usually there. You know what I mean? And who knows? You know, I think it's kind of hard. Some people who run bike shops might say that's stupid. That's impossible. What do you know? And I'm sorry, I've overcome so much stuff, and all you need is a vision. And with a vision, it's gonna be hard. As long as you have a vision, you can work out the kinks later. You know, what's going on with the questions? What do you guys got anything? Yeah, see, Justin even says, what makes the shop is not the shop, it's the people, 100%. And with that, Justin, I think like it's not the shop though could create this like. Are you offline?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're good.
Look at that.
Okay, so yeah, the bike shop is like the bike. I think the job of the bike shop though is to create an atmosphere, because if you have the people who work at the bike shop who are like-minded in that sense and create that atmosphere, it's gonna invite the people in, you know, and they're gonna kind of establish that kind of like community, like style of community. You know what I mean? So no, Justin, I completely agree with you, totally on that.
This is what I see now. Hey guys, how's it going? It's like through my eyes, man.
75 to 85 for a high-end bike. How much do shops out west charge to rent a bike to make and ride for a day? Yeah, actually, Josh is right on that. It's about between $75 and $85. However, if you guys are ever in my area, I might be able to get it for a little cheaper. Maybe $50. So if you guys want to maybe like demo some intense bikes or something like that, I might be able to make it happen. If you guys ever wanted to come ride with me getting you guys an intense bike, just you're gonna have to tell me in advance so I can see if I can try to reserve that bike for you. and I could probably get it for you for around 50, or probably 50. So, but that's I'm gonna have all these people tell me, oh, I'm gonna come out and ride next week. And I'm like, oh, well then no. But I mean, you guys should go riding Sunday at 2:15. Trevor, I'm definitely going to ride in the morning for sure.
Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
you going?
We should do a ride tomorrow morning.
All right, let me make sure I can plan it with the wife.
I was thinking that too. I was like,
because
I want to ride tomorrow.
Because I'm gonna ride, but the thing is like it's gonna kind of be like, hey babe, I'm gonna go, and then she's gonna be like, wait, I need you to do this, or I need you to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'll be going around this vicinity of the time, and I'll let you know when I go. Rents for the bike shop inside Alfea rents for $45. Wow, I don't know where Alfea is, but that's pretty dang cheap. A lot of bike shops seem pricey. Dude. You can notice a distinct change in service when you're looking at cheap bikes or just browsing versus when you're dropping thousands. SDMTB, like,
yeah, that's true.
Totally, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. I want people to not value the commission that they're going to potentially make or not make. I want people to value the customer, because I believe if you invest in people, they're going to come back and buy anyway. Like, if you're sitting there talking to the guy who doesn't have money, but you're building a relationship with that person, I guarantee you're going to have that guy coming back when he's ready to buy from you, because you were real. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but anyway, dude, so what's your game plan right now? You know what I mean? To become pro. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, you're on this journey. Like, what's like your game plan for the next 2 years or a year or two? Or do you have like a game plan set for this year, then you're planning to move to phase 2? Like, where you at?
Well, I feel like it's all starting. It's gonna come more next year. Mm-hmm. And that's just to race.
So you're kind of just getting ready to hit it hard next year right now.
Pretty much.
Are you like, go ahead?
Pretty much, it's like November's like the last race that I know of, and then I don't know if there's like any other races, because it's like I'm kind of new to this whole racing thing too, so I'm like kind of unfamiliar with what races are where, what time, and stuff like that. So I'm like really like I'm like new to this. I don't know what other races are besides like Fontana or like the SoCal Enduro Series and stuff like that. But and besides that, I'm for sure next year for sure.
So next year you're just gonna stack the points.
Yeah.
See, are you doing any type of training right now in the gym or anything? Like, what's your routine, you know?
Right now I'm just kind of like doing, I'm just, riding, trail building. I mean, that's about it, really.
But you go to the gym, though. You took your shirt off and you look like Arnold one time. Like, you gotta be training or something.
Nah, well, I kind of just like simple stuff at home, just keeping in shape.
So you're one of those guys that have high testosterone and just like have, abs just for nothing then?
Nah, dude, I was freaking fat when I was a kid, dude. I mean, because I did baseball, and oh my god, I was fat, dude. And then ever since I started biking, man, I started slimming down, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I gained like 30 to 40 pounds on the baby. When my wife got pregnant, and by the end of that, and I'm short, so like me, I'm looking like a roly-poly, you know what I mean? So when I found, mountain bike riding, it started like to shave off, and wife started getting a little happy with that, but then feeling jealous, because, I'm getting out. So I'm trying to push my wife to get out there now. I told my wife, I'm like, babe, just go to Santa Rosa Plateau. Let me know when you want to go. My wife has a $2,000 bike. Yeah. Like, she has a Trek Lush. Like, it's a legit full suspension. Like, she has all the gear now. You could just go. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of the next phase of my wife. I'm like, babe, go out, get that sense of, because at first she was like, babe, I feel like I love mountain bike riding, but I just feel like it's your thing more so. And I'm like, okay. And I asked her, I'm like, I don't want to force anything on you. I want it to be your thing. I want you to like what you want to like. But then she did tell me, though, that she was like, I really do like it. And I'm like, okay, get out, go. I'll watch the baby. Go by yourself. So then because if she's out there by herself, you know what I mean? Yeah. Do it could, then at that point in time, she could now be in that place to let it become something that she just wants to do daily. Because she did tell me, she was like, if I found mountain bike riding before I met you, I'd probably be doing it every day. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, then there seems to be something in there that, so now I'm pushing her out to just go by herself. First I was kind of scared about that, but now I know Santa Rosa Plateau a little bit more now. I'm like, okay, I feel safe with her going out there, So hopefully she'll get out and have a good time and basically be able to kind of get, just that because I mean, one of the big things for me with mountain bike riding is it's good for your mental health.
Oh,
and me and my wife, with the diagnosis of my daughter and everything on top of our lives, because our lives are crazy. Like, I grew up in like broken family. My wife grew up in broken family. My wife has no family out here. There's just all kinds of drama that we have in our life, and mountain bike riding has been an outlet for me to kind of like basically live life. Like, I can't live life now without mountain bike riding. Like, I can, but I mean, I can't live it as strong as I have been, because I'm getting my body fit now. I'm getting my mental. I'm getting all my endorphins. I'm able to like kind of like in a sense meditate as you're climbing, and you're just able to kind of go to war and deal with your inner stuff that's going on. And I'm like, babe, you need to get out and do something that's going to get you to do that. If it's not mountain bike riding, if you want to do running, if you want to do something, but I mean, you got to do something. And it's been hard for her because she had complications of pregnancy where her abs didn't come back together. So it's like so that's kind of scary, because technically if you get hit right there, you're hitting organs and stuff like that. Like, there's like a 3-inch gap or something crazy like that. So we're just kind of like skeptical and scared for her to do anything, you know. So that's been really hard on her. But I'm just kind of like, you know what? You've been going through such a hard time. Can it really get any worse? Like, you know what I mean? It can get worse, but I mean, I think for your health, you know what I mean? I think you're going to have more health benefits on it than not. See, my wife's pretty careful, you know? Well, I don't know. My wife's kind of a daredevil. See, if my wife, that's the thing kind of scares me with my wife. Like, if she gets good, like, she'll want to send it. Like, no joke. She'll want to send it more than me. Like, she's the type of girl that was like, would you go jump out of a plane with me? I want to go jump out of a plane for our 4th anniversary. I'm like, no.
Dude, that'd be sick, man.
No. I mean,
I want to go skydiving.
I just can't do it. That's one thing I just don't get. I mean, like, why would I risk my life for something like that? It's just, I don't know, there's no appeal to it in me. So that's kind of like how me and my wife balance each other out. I'm this crazy, like, reserved person, like, always careful, and she's just like, you know what I mean? So I do know when my wife gets some confidence,
it's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be nuts. I mean, she'll be like, she'll see a jump, she'll be like, dude, that'd be so cool to be there. Like, no joke. Like, if she legitimately got into it, and she got everything together, she'd probably be better than me, because she'd be taking more risks than me. Yeah. Or she'd be injured. I don't know. I don't know what would happen.
It could go either way.
Have her join a girls' riding group, Facebook, or meetup. She can chill with the ladies. You know what? That's the other thing, too, because there is, like, a ladies' group, you know, that I do hear of. But the only thing is the ladies' group is out here is pretty advanced. Like, they got this one girl in the ladies' group that just basically sends it. Not that sends it, but she's, like, a crazy cross-country, like, racer. And you know, so my wife's got to work her way up, I think, to be able to go in those groups. But, you know what I mean? I think, though, maybe we should at least try. Like, there was a family ride I just noticed it was like Fullerton or something like that. So I was wanting to get out there, but it's on a Thursday, and I'm at school Thursday. So hopefully we'll find, like, a family ride, and maybe she can find her pace and find her people. So that way, you know, it'd become her thing, hang out with her ladies, that type of thing.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yes, a lot of... Man, we get a lot of comments here. 510s are the only shoe I wear. That's funny. I have totally just picked some up today, actually. 510 shoes. Yeah, I got some gear. Well, I can. You know, that's what's hard about live streams. You never focus. It's just like, because you focus 1 second, and then you're like, well, is there anything you want to talk back to them, or any questions there? Because I know we've been talking online for a while.
No, I mean, they're pretty much saying, like, they're just kind of talking to each other, you know? Pretty dope.
Do you have, is this 8? Oh, crap.
Nice.
Sorry, bro. Yeah.
See, Chris says 510s rock.
Yeah, dude, because
Chris got me some. That's the only reason I have shoes, because I was wearing Vans, and that...
Chris? Who's Chris?
He's the one I troubled with that over at 215.
Oh, he bought you some 510s?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I would love to show up on the trail. So you known him for a while? Takes care of you? That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. It was funny because just earlier, because I'm working on edit right now for the 4K right now. But oh my gosh, I was coming up on Jumping Mouse, and it's like you hit that one step up.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to climb up a little bit. I was pedaling, and then it's like a little dip, so then my suspension pressed.
The fire road one, right?
No.
Fire road step up. You cross the fire road and steps up.
No, it's further. It's like the 4th jump.
Okay.
So it's like that one step up, and right after you kind of climb up a little bit, and then you kind of go down, and it's like berm, and then you start going all the way down.
There's a rest in peace sign right after it. Anyway.
No, it's way earlier.
Okay.
No, anyway.
Yeah.
So I was freaking coming down, and there's like a little dip, and I was pedaling, and my suspension compressed, so my pedals got a lot lower, and I smashed my toe, dude. But luckily I had those 510s, so like who knows? I probably broke
Those 510s are like legitly like they're pretty strong when you first get them new. But I've had my 510s for literally 14 months. What happened?
Chris is like, I couldn't stand watching riding with in holy vans. He's crazy.
No joke. My 510s had 3 holes in the bottom of the shoe, and I just got new 510s today. I'm actually gonna be making a video because I got new pedals too. So I've had these pedals since I started riding. Mm-hmm. So 14 months. No, this is like 2 years. 14 months. Then my shoes are 14 months. So now, and I got Crank Brothers pedals, like they're supposed to be like the Stamp 7s or something. Yeah. So I'm gonna legitly go from jacked up, messed up shoes and jacked up, messed up pedal to like brand new. And I want to do a video on my what I think, like how much of a difference would that actually make? You know what I mean?
Freaking lot. Cause I remember I had my pedals when I had my Trek. It was I think some off-brand, dude. Like they're just flat pedals. You know, like I'm like. On a Walmart BMX bike, you know, like those ones. Yeah. And I'd be wearing Vans, and like my foot would slip like crazy, especially like on those rock gardens. Your bike's just bouncing around. And you're like, oh jeez. And then once after I got the pedals, the Spanx, freaking sick by the way.
And are they wider than your other pedal?
Yeah, dude, way wider. Like they're like a lot shorter than this, and like a lot smaller. Okay. They're and they're like bulky too, and they're like pretty heavy.
Okay.
Those are pretty light and super wide base. And once I paired those up with the with the 510s, oh smokes, dude! It's like sometimes you get so much grip, like you want to readjust your foot, you can't. Yeah, you
really
because the 510s, I got the ones where it's got the
the little circles.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So that they freaking grip on there so good.
Yeah,
like you literally have to like kind of click off your freaking foot. See, it's crazy.
I cannot wait to experience that because I've never experienced that. Because my 510s are super old, and I honestly think that if you actually look at the pins on here, they're all bent.
You know, man.
And these pins are super long, don't you think? Don't you think they're pretty long?
They're almost like the same.
All the same size.
Almost the same size.
Well, the pins, the pedals I got now have more pins, but like a quarter off of these. So I'm thinking, and I'm thinking that'll be good for my shoes because I legitimately had 3 holes in the bottom of my 510s from these.
They're wider than these, right?
They're not wider actually.
No, they're smaller.
Or, I don't know. If they might be wider, but I don't. I know they're thinner. Thinner. So that's what I'm kind of concerned about with the Crank Brothers Stamp 7s or whatever. Because they said that the small one was for people from like shoe size 5 to 8, and I'm size 8, so it should supposedly fit. And they were just a lot cheaper than the large ones too. The large ones I think they were like $135, and for some reason there was a nice sale, and I got them for $95, and they're like $150 pedal.
Dang,
so
sick.
I got like $50 off. It was really nice.
That's dope.
Don't listen to them. Small is too small. I have a little problem with my 2017 frame and intent. Send the 2008. Oh wait, I have a little. So Roberto, I think might have an interesting question. Maybe I can answer something. I have a little problem with my 2017 frame and intents. Send the 2008 new frame and super stock. Roberto, can you ask that question again because it's not the message isn't exactly coherent right now. What's going on, Scuba Steve? Scuba Steve!
Scuba Steve.
Yeah, dude, his name's Scuba Steve. That's funny.
I feel like I've heard of that name before on Strava. I think Scuba Steve.
Well, Scuba Steve, you ever seen the Adam Sandler movie?
No.
What? You never seen
Dude, I'm not a movie man, dude.
Really? I'm proud of you. That's awesome, dude. Eye on the Stamps and Small. What is it? What was that movie with Scuba Steve? Somebody tell us. I forgot. It's with Adam Sandler. Dude, I can't remember. Scuba Steve. You don't watch movies ever?
Scuba Steve.
What do? You ride bikes?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that's good, dude, because I don't really watch. I watched a lot of movies back in my day, but honestly now, on my free time, it's so, like, my free time is I want to go riding. And I think that's one of the coolest things about riding is because I watch TV a lot less now. You know, and if the only thing is I'm on the internet a lot more because I'm editing videos, I'm looking up, like, my subscriber count, how my new video doing, and then I'm just, obsessing all over this YouTube thing, so I guess I've replaced it with something else. But I mean, so I do need for my mental health, I need to step back a little bit from the social media because it sucks you in, man. It totally does.
Heck yeah.
But I mean, like,
I'd rather ride
it's
than
not
watch
like we
videos.
can get away from it, really. You know what I mean? With the social media, because I
It's
mean,
everywhere,
it's
man.
everywhere.
It's-
It's on your phone. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
It's how we communicate now. And it's how, in a sense, how we're building a community like this. You know what I mean? It's like,
Pretty much.
without social media, this community and the communities that we're building wouldn't be possible. And I'm seeing so much good come from, like, my channel and your channel and affecting people in their life. So when I say get back from social media, I just mean kick back a little bit and just invest a little bit more time in my daughter, you know what I mean? Stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? So it's not a diss or nothing like that. It's social media is just what it is nowadays, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Pretty much.
You know, but everything's got to be balanced. You know what I mean? Because if it's not balanced, then you're gonna be all out of balance. You know what I mean? I think that's the key to life. Is one of the keys to life is learning to balance everything out. If you're all too much one thing, then something else in your life that you care about is gonna suffer and everything like that. So it's like training to become a pro. It's like you can't just go out and ride every day and have all this stoked fun. Like if you want to legitimately become a pro and like win like Aaron Gwynn one day, you gotta like
Do all the...
eat the right stuff. You gotta freaking you gotta train at certain times of the day. Your life is now involved. Your life is now completely consumed in a way that you have to like legitimately balance your life in a certain way to make things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what's kind of cool about the sport nowadays, and how sports, all sports are evolving, because everybody's getting so good now and playing to this such optimal like level that in order to really compete,
It's not just based on skill. You need that training factor and all, and like the physical.
Well, yeah, you need it's the balance. You need all these stuff. You need the mental. You need the physical, and you need like, you know what I mean, like the psychological even. You know, because how are you gonna keep yourself going? You know what I mean? And like, because people could hit it hard for a long time, but if they don't have a good foundation and like psychological grounding, they're gonna have a breakdown. You know what I mean? And I see it happen. You know, that's happened with me. Hey, Cash Panda, coming up with the super chat, $1. Appreciate that, man. Like always, like that's so awesome, dude. Thank you so much, bro. Like, see, that's a Cash is awesome.
Just like,
Cash is awesome, dude.
It'd be sick if you were able to like put it right here, and then like when someone
Super
chat, just like confetti like the whole screen.
Dude, I want to do that. Like Seth from Bike Hacks, when he like people super chat, like his lights go off.
Yeah.
And then did you see what they had the blower? Whenever they would super chat, they would blow his face on his face to go like that. Did you see that? Like, dude, I'm like, I gotta get one of those. My dad has one of those like compressors. So I was thinking about like, you know, all right, super chat, blow his face or my face or whatever. The frame started to crack in the bottom. But no, oh yeah, so Roberto's back. So the frame started to crack in the bottom link. I called Intense and sent them a picture. They sent me a 2018 new frame silver turquoise. Alright guys, I have a really good friend. Like, I don't want to say he's a good friend now, but I have a guy who, I know the guy who like designs the artwork for the bikes. Like what you met him with me that day, Cody. Yeah, I just saw him today. Like I have his phone number. We've been kind of talking a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he does like if he designs the colors, he designs the the intents, the like where they put the red strip. He's like the art guy. He like how cool would it be to ride your art? Like this guy like designs like I've seen his like own personal bikes and they're different than any other bike because he designs them, so he can design what he wants on his bike. But I was talking to him today, and he told me that like this is how like behind like Intense is really behind their stuff. If you're an owner, like I asked him like, okay, because they don't sell these carbon rims, like they don't sell them. Like you can't you can't go online and buy Intense carbon rims. They just come on their bike. So I asked him today, I'm like, because I didn't really know that. And I was like, dude, what do I do if I crack a rim? Like, do I just buy a whole new set now? He's like, no, dude, you're the original owner. We would just warranty you. And I'm like, is it life? And he was like, yeah, I believe it is life. Because I don't want to quote him and say, yes, he said it's like for sure life. But I mean, he said, I believe it's lifetime. So, and I'm like, okay, well, because I'm going to sell my bike one day. What, is the next person who buys my bike out of luck? He's like, no, they're not out of luck, but we basically provide second-hand owners with a replacement fee. So, like, say you were going to bust your rear chainstay on, like, a second-hand Intense bike that you bought, and you needed a new chainstay, you can get the chainstay for basically half off. So it's originally $6, you get it for $300 to replace it. And the same thing, from what I understand, it's basically you get it at cost. So if you're a secondhand owner with intents, they do it at cost. You know what I mean? If you buy it from somebody else and you break something. So I thought that was awesome. So yeah, they really, you know, from what I understand, really take care of you.
Hey, question.
What up?
Transition TR11 or a specialized Demo 8?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you
I don't know,
what it is?
dude.
I don't know what it is.
Transitions are sick. But
I've seen. Oh, I know
Specialized?
transition. The
Have
new
you
what?
seen it? New Specialized?
No, I haven't. What's cool about it? What is it? Just a new design? Did they redo everything?
Well, I saw just videos on it. Well, not like specifically, like on parts and like design and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the thing looks really sick. Just like
yeah.
Look, you're like.
Yeah, I really like. I really like the look of Specialized. You know, I think Specialized are some of the coolest looking bikes. You know, for sure, because they're unique. Because a lot of people are making bikes right now, but they're like. They kind of all look alike, but Specialized really differentiates themselves, which is kind of cool because they're like a well-known brand. It's you almost want to kind of associate it with Walmart because they have Specialized as Walmart bikes. So it's kind of interesting to see a person who makes Walmart bikes put so much stock into their product. You know, so that's kind of cool. My bottom link suspension axle on my new 18 Tracer fell out, and I had no brakes coming down the whole enchilada. Oh, 7,900 feet descent, freaking scary. Dang, Justin, you had no brakes? So the bottom link suspension axle on my new fell out.
What the heck?
I don't even understand how that works. I'm like, if it's your link, then what does that have to do with your brakes? I don't know, Justin. I want to understand that one a little bit. I need to go to mountain biking tech school.
Me too.
If the BB ain't threaded, then it isn't worth it. I know you ever heard the whole BB threaded controversy? You heard about that? Where they say like, I guess bottom like bracket. The bottom bracket, like if it's not threaded, then you have like less options, and it's harder to like replace it, and I don't think you can put like optimal like bottom brackets. You know, if it's not threaded or something like that. So I guess I think it's like that. If you want to clarify that argument, I mean what the whole controversy is, because I don't think mine is threaded. Wait, I had a front brakes, no rear. Oh yeah, front brakes, 2 separate incidents. Oh, no, gotcha. Okay. Man, dude, you had a tough day that day. Sounds like, Justin. Jeez, man.
Dude, just I think 2 weeks
I'm glad
ago,
you're
my
okay.
brakes went out, dude. My front brake. I was
Really?
going down Ville. Oh my gosh, dude.
The front went out?
Yeah, my front brake went out. Literally, I was like trying to pump it and see if there's like a little bit of air in it, and then it wouldn't come back. And then I took it in, and there was a bad was it a piston?
Piston? What did they said it was a piston?
Yeah, it was bad, so they replaced them.
How much? Here's a good question. How much do you use your front brakes? Because to be honest, like I don't ever use my front brakes really ever. So like, I probably really doing something wrong since I'm not using my front brakes. But I just don't use them. Like sometimes I think like, man, I could just take my front brake off and I would never know. I mean, do you use yours a lot or what?
Yeah, I do both of them. Like,
when you go into berms?
Simultaneously.
Really?
Like, well, during berms, like, I try and brake a little bit earlier, slow down a little bit, that way I carry that same momentum all throughout, but sometimes if I come in way too low, I'm like, oh crap, and I'm like, I gotta use, like, both of them a little bit, and then slow down. See, because I feel like when you use in a berm, both of them, I've washed out before. Like, I feel like if you use your front brake in berms, your front wheel's gonna lose traction and you're gonna go down. Yeah. You know, and so I just stopped using my front brake. I'm like, I just didn't see a purpose because even me going lightly, I could lose traction. So you never noticed that? No.
Yeah, so obviously I'm doing something wrong. So stuff I gotta figure out for sure. That cup though, yeah, this is, I usually drink out of this. Like I didn't know if you wanted coffee, so I didn't put all my coffee in here.
Dude, it's freaking huge. It's like the size of my head, dude.
Yeah, dude, I usually put coffee all up in there. So it brings out my my inner introvert and turns it to extrovert.
Do you imagine like you pretty much drinking all this damn coffee, dude.
Oh, I did. It's almost done. I'm telling you.
Holy smokes.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I used to smoke cigars a little bit, but I don't do that anymore. And so this is my only thing. Coffee's all I the mag goal. I sent it over a lot of drops, and I never would have otherwise because I couldn't stop. Felt like Phil on the Huffy Carnage. Have you seen that one? It goes with Phil. I think he's riding like a Walmart Huffy down a bike park.
Bike park.
Yeah.
That was one of the first videos I watched from Phil.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was one of the first Walmart too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was a great video.
I saw it, I was freaking down. I was like, dang.
I kind of felt like too, once I saw that video, I'm like, alright, now that he did that, and at his skill level and everything he put that bike through, it was like almost pointless for anyone else to ever
do it.
do a Walmart video. But yet, people do it still, because you get views. You know, I've even thought about it. I'm like, man, I was thinking, do I just need to do a Walmart thing because it's going to help me get views? I mean, like, because I'm trying to grow a business here, you know what I mean? So sometimes you got to, like, sacrifice what you really want to do to kind of, you know what I mean, make a, what do they call it? Noise in the algorithm or whatever, you know? So we all got to do it, you know, with something. But honestly, if you guys ever see me do a Walmart thing, just know that I'm doing it for the views and to get out there. I'm not doing it because I want to at all. I don't want to do it, but every time I go to Walmart, I'm like, I can legitimately walk in there for like $90 and buy a bike and then do a video. I mean, like, it just keeps calling at me.
Oh, I like the one where it was Seth and Alex, and they both bought one, dude. Oh, that was so funny. I was dying, bro.
That was a different aspect.
I could not stop laughing. I was just dying. Like, Seth's bike was just getting destroyed. I just could not stop laughing, dude.
Yeah, Seth's bike was falling apart at that one. Yeah, see, that one was a good one. Because that was a different aspect. No one's ever done it like, oh, we're both going to buy Walmart bikes and be idiots.
Exactly, right? Oh, I think that'd be crazy, though.
One thing I think me and you got to do is that we are doing the... I want to do the race in November, too. So, like, probably just do beginners men, you know what I mean? And see where I... stack up, you know. There was a guy I was actually riding with the other day. He was like beginners men, and he had a really nice bike, and he's supposed to be like in the top like 5 or something. And I was faster than him in a lot of the sections, you know what I mean? So I was kind of got me thinking. I'm like, maybe I could do something in beginners men. I don't know, or maybe not, or maybe I'll go there and go home and feel sad. But I mean, I was keeping up with him that day, and I knew he was top 10, so or top 5, I think. So I don't know, it got me thinking. So I just like I like to be competitive, you know, and I think competing is fun. So that's something that's going to be implemented in my channel, just kind of like my journey with riding and getting better, because I want to become a better rider. You know what I mean? Because if I want to be, you know, I want to get, I forgot what certification it's called, but it's a certification to basically become like certified to like do like trainings or whatever for other people for riding.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it's like, I forgot what it's called, but I'm like, if I'm going to do this with the mountain bike riding, I'm sure I'm going to need to get that. It's kind of like, even if you were to do horse riding, you got to be certified with, you know what I mean, doing horses, you know what I mean, the liability and all that. So I got to get certified in all of the whole mountain biking, like licenses and stuff like that to do that, which there is. So I'm going to do that eventually. So I got to get all that down, and I just want to just get better at the sport, because this is how I look at it. I used to be a musician. And I am a musician still, but I mean, I like creating. And part of like my creative side in this channel is getting to create the videos. Like, I love creating. And I know you love creating too. I see what you do.
Dude, I just like, I go home, I film. It's fun for me. I know there's a lot of guys out there on YouTube, they don't like editing, dude. Like, they just sit there like, oh no, and I gotta get all this footage and I gotta put it in there. Like, that's one thing that I enjoy, dude. Like, trying to have that. Like, for me, it's like coming up with something in your mind, having that creativity, and then thinking of it, doing it, and then putting it out on, you know, on your editing software and stuff like that, and then just make it come true. Like, that's what's fun, dude.
I don't even have to say anything after that, because you took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly it. And you're creating a story. Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. You just made something and created it, like as if you're going to write a song. You know what I mean? And you're taking people through this experience, and it's like creating film, you know? So it's totally like, it's got that aspect to it. And like, you know, I think there was another YouTuber who just came out and said that, yeah, I'm making these YouTube videos, but I almost quit YouTube because I don't like editing. Yeah. So I guess he's having somebody else edit it and then him do it, and it was like, wow. And I was like,
that's crazy.
I mean, I just don't get it. I'm like, it's so fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and that's the whole part of it. The YouTube experience is being able to create something and put it out. Then again, though, now that I think about it, because this guy actually has a different type of focus on his channel, and it's not necessarily a creative thing. He's more informational. So I guess for him, like for us, I think it's a story. You're about my journey to become a pro. Mine is, you know, basically my journey to building a brand that's going to effectively create, you know, therapy, you know, through using mountain bikes.
Yeah.
And also, I want to start mountain bike riding. Like, you know, we talked about all that, you know, before. Like, I want to start the mountain bike shop. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to build a business. You know, I'm building a business through this. And it's not just going to be therapy and everything like that. It's going to be the channel. It's going to be the content. And it's going to, you know, make, like we said, mountain bike shop. And then raising money as awareness for my daughter's disorder. So that's kind of like, those are the goals right now. That's what all this is pushing towards too. And this is my journey on to doing that. You know, I'm going through school. I'm getting my master's degree to become pre-licensed for to become a clinical therapist or whatever. You know, so this is my journey. You know, so and this is your journey. Whereas like other people can make a channel and it's more informational. And then if they enjoy doing that, they enjoy giving people information. So I guess that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I guess guys like us are just like, we come at YouTube with such a different like focus, different thing that we're doing. So I guess that's all that is.
Yeah. Chris said to tell you that he wants to try a race and he'll do it with you in November.
Who? Brandon wants to do a race? Hey, is Brandon. Who? Wait.
Oh, that's why.
There's like a few
fools calling me.
There's a few Brandons. Which Brandon? Brandon Owens?
No, Chris Jones. My buddy that we trailed with.
Is he the one that I met? Not Braden.
No, he's calling me though.
Oh,
that's why. Well, Alec is his brother. That's why he.
Well, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd love to meet you, Chris. Let's do it, man.
Mr. Hurry though, it's in November and what was it? June, July. In July, when I did the race over at Camp Dockwoods, the one before Vail, they said there's like barely any spots left. Cause that's what everyone looks forward to, that last one. You know.
The which one? The race?
The Vail Lake.
The Vail Lake race.
Yeah. The finals. So everyone's like, "Oh, last race of the year. It's the only one. Might as well let's try it out." You know. So who knows? There's only one Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
Yeah, these fools keep calling me. See.
Oh look, I just noticed you got that king hat. So okay, how long have we been going on this guy? Let's see. We've been streaming an hour. Oh, okay, not bad. We got a little bit left. So
I think I'll be good for around like under 20 minutes. Maybe.
So I don't know, guys. Let's do some interaction with the audience. So we can do a question from yours and then a question from mine.
Damn.
So thank you, Justin. You got us with that. So Justin says we've been going for an hour.
Rad.
Okay, so let's do question and answer now.
Q&A.
If you guys have any questions for me or any questions for David, you know, shoot them at us and let's see what happens. Let's go into this.
Shoot them questions, boys.
We are in Mario. We are in SoCal, California. So we're in Southern California.
Southern California.
Yeah, it's really hard to, you know what I mean, like out here we have a lot to ride, you know what I mean, a lot of variety, and I think it's going to be cool that we're going to be able to show, because honestly, I've grown up in California, Southern California my whole life, and I've lived in pretty bad areas, and it's kind of like, I feel like Southern California, I used to call it the butthole of California, because I feel like everywhere else in California is amazing and beautiful, you know what I mean, and Southern California is just like crappy, hot Dust Bowl. But then I found mountain bike riding, and I'm like, dude, there's all this different types of variety of mountain bike riding.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, we gotta show this part. It's like the only good part of California. I'm like, I gotta put this on blast out here. Okay, so we got David. How do you like your rain? What's the spec?
It's rad. Well, it's the spec. It's a 2016 Gyrene. It's back here. Yeah, it's like.
If you guys can see it, I'm all up in the picture now.
It's all good, man.
Oh shit.
No, it's a 2016 Giant Rain.
It's right here.
Upgraded the shock. Got a new wheel set for it, new tires. I'm gonna do that drivetrain soon. That's about it.
Ooh.
It's almost.
We just got a good question from Brandon. Are we interested in doing group rides?
Dude, that'd be sick.
That's what we really want to do.
Group rides.
Because this is how we think about it. like we've talked about group rides before. Like me and this guy got like a pretty, you know, decent little like kind of like we're in the same field in the sense of like subscribers. Like, you know, we want to collab with each other. And one of the things that we want to do, because we're like, I think we're like the only SoCal, like, you know what I mean, mountain bike channels, I think, like in our area right now, you know, and it would be nice to get together and put on these group rides. And I've only been riding for a year and a half. So I was thinking like I could head the, you know what I mean, the less experienced, and then he could like lead from the front with the guys who are more experienced, and then we all meet up at the same time in one area. So, you know what I mean? It's like, that way we could have everybody get involved, experienced riders, and then not less as experienced riders, and then, you know what I mean? We can make it happen. What do you guys think of that? You know?
I think you're pretty sick.
Is there any questions on there you want to answer too, by the way?
No, not yet.
All right. So let me know if you want.
Yeah. I'm keeping watch right here.
What's up, YouTube?
Hey, bikers on there.
Bikers on there. Oh my god! Like that was. I don't know.
Dude, when I first saw his first video, I was dying, dude. I couldn't stop laughing. Like,
which one was it?
Huh?
Bike. We're talking about
like,
B1 bikers.
It was like one of his. I think it was a South Lake Tahoe one. I think.
What did he do? Like, what
no,
was
dude,
that?
just like the. It's because like I don't like really cuss like that much.
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, like
with our videos, yeah,
we
like,
keep
them.
I'll be honest, in person, I cuss a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But like in my videos, like, all right, freaking, I got, you know, obviously like other kids that like look up to me and stuff like that. It's like, all right, I gotta chill out with that.
Yeah, totally.
But dude, when I first watched this video and it was going off, I was dying, bro. Funniest I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I guess like he was just like the polar opposite.
Yeah,
it's like,
dude.
You got all these guys like trying to be like, oh, I'm starting a business and we're all professional, and then this guy just like,
F this, bro, screw
and I'm
this.
like, okay, like, oh wow, I'm like, oh dang, my baby's in the room, mute, you know. But you know, inside you're like, oh my gosh, it's funny, you know, because you know, I've actually been developing like a relationship with Biker One.
Yeah.
Like, we got actually something coming.
Dude, I was there. That was cool. How you Skype out there.
Yeah. We actually talked for like 2 hours the other day on the phone. Like, you know, so it's like, you know, I've been talking to him a lot. We got a plan to maybe go and do something. I don't want to put the plan on blast because there's something behind it, and if someone were to find out, then they would know. So, yeah, so there's a plan to go out and execute a mission, basically, up kind of 6 hours north, no, 3 hours from me, up northern a little bit, and then he's like going to be in the middle. So we're thinking about trying to do this, so we were like trying to figure it all out. So I'm probably going to get together with Biker, but just so you know, guys, like, because I don't cuss on my channel or anything like that, you know, that, actually, I don't need to do that because I'm going to edit my own stuff, so never mind. I was going to say a warning, but I mean, whatever.
I got one from Yo-Yo. He's like, David, you should race Turn and Burn in San Dimas in a couple weeks. I'll be out racing. I think it would be funny to see you racing out there too. Never heard of that. Have you ever heard of that?
What?
Turn and Burn in San Dimas.
Turn and Burn in San Dimas. I've never heard of that. I've heard of San Dimas, but I've never heard of anything.
Me neither. I'm too new to this stuff, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know, like,
it's like we got something in common finally.
Yeah, right? It's like, it's crazy.
Okay, so Paul just asked me a pretty good question. How does your wife feel about you buying expensive bike parts? Mine hates it. All right, Paul, here's a secret. The only way I could justify buying expensive things is if they have a big purpose. And that's kind of like my wife, it told me, she was like, you know, I don't look at your YouTube anymore as just a hobby. She sees it growing. Yeah. She sees the interaction with people. She sees people like how people have stepped up on Patreon to support the channel. And she's seen like, and I've shown her the emails that people send me about like, you know, like I got emails like how people tell me how the channel's encouraging them like in their life, you know what I mean? And how like, because I go through the deeper, I talk about my pain, I talk about my frustrations, I talk about my daughter's diagnosis, I talk about like my past, and I go into like really just, I go into a lot of that. I put myself out there in that sense. And that's kind of like what I want this community to be about, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, we're all mountain bike riders, but guess what? Life is hard, and let's not try to ignore that aspect of it. And I want to address that, and I want to build a community that's like there for each other in more than just, yeah, dude, did you buy this new part, blah, blah, and got, oh, dude, check out my new stanchions, like, you know, it's like, no, man, like, there's a lot going on, like, crap, dude, like, we got wives, we got children, and you know what I mean, and sometimes we need to get on the trail and hash that stuff out and just to talk to somebody sometimes, because we got nobody to talk to nowadays, you know, so that's kind of, you know, kind of a little bit what I'm, you know, going in this channel and stuff like that. So my wife knows what this is. She knows that it's an investment. She knows that that it's not, I'm not just buying this to buy it. It's everything that I buy for the channel and everything that I've bought on my bike and stuff, camera gear and all that. She knows that I'm doing it for a purpose, for a reason, you know? Because I tell you right now, if I was not doing this channel, I would not have this bike right here. There is no way my wife would have put the approval stamp on that, you know? So, I mean, well, I don't want to say that because my wife's pretty cool, you know, as long as we can afford it, because I'm like a frugal person. So when I got into mountain bike riding, I told my wife I wanted to buy something expensive. She was like, oh, okay. You know, this is my orange Intense before I really started the channel. Because I got my other Intense before I started the channel, and she was like, she saw how much I mountain biked every day.
But you had another one before that,
the Scott. Yeah, Scott. But that was like $1,500. So, but even that was hard. But I mean, not a big deal really if you think about it. But when I was like, hey babe, I want to buy a $5,000 bike, you know, and that was the previous Intense. Well, I think I got it for like 45 or 4 or something like that. I think I got it for 43. And she gulped, you know, she was like, you want to buy a what? But then she thought to herself, like, wow, he's actually serious about this. He goes out every day. This isn't like a $4,300 like investment that he's gonna buy and it's gonna sit in the garage, you know. So she knew before I even started the channel that this mountain biking was something more than just like something that I'm just frivolously spending money on, because I don't usually spend money. I was like, what? Savings. Like my hobby was savings. Yeah. Like I legit, when we first got married, I've been married for 6 years. We were both working part-time. I was in school, and we still managed to save, like, I think it was like $6 grand in a year, you know, while working part-time, minimum wage, in our first years, like in our first year of marriage, because that's how frugal I was. Like, so when I wanted to get into mountain bike riding, it wasn't like, oh, I don't have any money left up from, you know what I mean? It was like, you know, I'm always like, okay, you deserve it kind of thing. So it's about using wisdom. It really is. It's about, you know, if you want to get your wife on your side, you know what I mean? Just use wisdom. You know what I mean? You got to learn to say no in other areas. And then you say no. And then when the area really comes that you really want to, you know what I mean? Your wife's going to see that. And she's going to be like, okay, he really cares about this. And they might be willing to work with you a little more. I don't know. That's my secret. That's how I've kind of managed to be able to do this and kind of, you know, her be on my side with it a little bit. So, yeah. So getting you...
Dude responded to what that, what was it? Sandamus?
Yeah, I don't know where that's at, actually.
He said it's an XC race on a 5-mile long course. Whoever does the most laps in 6 hours is the fastest wins.
You can do that one. I'm good.
Heck no, bro. I'm chilling.
I'm betting nah.
I'll pass on that, bro.
Take
out the trash. Freaking Chris over here.
Now she understands why I like it so much. Oh, so Francisco, I know Francisco. He said that he bought his wife a bike, and now he understands why he loves it so much. See, that was what I did too. I bought my wife a bike as well. So I took, and my wife didn't know I was gonna buy her bike, and I didn't know I was gonna buy her bike. But I took her to the bike shop, and you know, I was just like, hey babe, sit on that bike. Or like, hey, if we were gonna buy you a bike today, what bike would you like? And then she started like thinking, like, what bike would I buy? And then she started sitting on him, and I was like, guess what? Babe, I'm gonna buy you that bike. She's like, what? So it's kind of like how you present it too. So maybe you could try that. Just take it, you know, might work. You guys should be doing tax write-offs. Oh, I'm doing tax write-off, dude. Now that we started this, because now we have, you know, when you qualify through AdSense and everything, because when we get the views, even though you make like basically nothing through AdSense, you still have to file. Now we have to file as if we own like a business. So now your bike that you got this year, make sure you save that because it's a tax write-off now, because they're gonna bill you as if you're a business because you did that, depending on how much you made. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Some people invest that much money in entertainment systems and sit on their butt while drinking. Seriously.
Oh my gosh.
Biker seems to be San Dimas, where Bill and Ted are from. My wife bikes with me, but she's kind of lazy. She would rather be home watching TV. You know, you know, our wives can be that way. You know what I mean? And then sometimes we can be that way too. You know.
Sure.
Only Biker 1 would know that adventure. That's funny. I was just yanking your chain. All right, man. You got any people on there?
Nah, we chilling.
So we chilling. So it's your birthday, man. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, this is one of the reasons too. Like I wanted to do it, have his channel on here as well, is because it's this guy's birthday. Like, just saying, man. Super chat him for his birthday. If you guys are even on my channel, go to his channel. Super chat that guy. You know what I mean? Because he's got like racing stuff to buy. This guy's. So I know he's on there. He doesn't ask for anything, but I'm just gonna say, man, it's his birthday. Like it's at least. I mean, it's the least I can do. I'm gonna ask people to super chat you. Happy birthday,
dude.
Oh. All right. So, hey, what's up, homies? What's up?
Not liking is great for the
P who? What's up, man? How you doing, dude? What's up, homie? What birthday shots?
Nah,
he's 19, bro. Like,
I don't drink either.
Yeah. So if you guys just,
I'll take a Sprite though.
Yeah, Sprite. Yeah. You know, do you not drink at all?
I don't drink. I don't do nothing.
And do you plan to because of your health? Yeah. See, that's kind of like
it's something that doesn't. You know, it doesn't really.
Doesn't intrigue you.
Exactly, right.
And it's better not to get mixed up with it because, you know what I mean, like, it's only going to have positives not going, you know what I mean? The only thing, okay, because I don't drink either. But, you know, one of the things I do kind of, like, get jealous about sometimes is, like, if you're sitting in a group of people and
I'm buying
and then they're all chilling together and you feel like, well, I wish, because I'm not going to, like, I'm not,
coffee.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, I got my coffee, it's okay. Because I'm not going to lie, like, it does. There is a relaxing thing. There is like a whole, like if you take a beer, you kind of in a sense feel a little bit closer to everybody. But I mean, you know what I mean? So it is hard. But I mean, I've made that commitment in my life. You know, like I've never drank before. I've never been like I did when I was younger. I did drink and do stuff like that. But I gave it up. I believe it was my middle school year is when I decided to stop drinking. And I got a lot of flack from a lot of my friends actually.
Sup, guys?
My thing fell out. Go back in. Don't die. Don't die.
Those things freaking, they fall out pretty dang easy, dude. I just like karate chop it.
Karate chop it. Do it. So, no, seriously, dude. Like, I got a lot of flack for it. Oh, you got one?
Dropping in from the Laker Clips game. Preseason still cracking. Do you watch any sports?
Do I watch sports? I actually don't.
I watch baseball, like, here and there, but, like, to be honest with you, I don't watch no TV.
Yeah.
It's all freaking boom, boom, boom. Mountain biking.
So you mountain bike with all your free time now?
Pretty much, it's either ride, build and film, or film.
So you're already living the life, dude. See, that's the thing, dude. You need to
and work.
You're like legitly in a way living the life. Like single track sampler, quit and travel the world. Yeah. Like, and you're in a sense doing that same thing. The only difference is you need to show that aspect, dude. Yeah. Like, you need to show, like I want to know. Like, I mean, like, you're living, like, a dream. Like, you have no family right now. You get up, you said you build, you ride. And I know recently you made a decision because you're so focused on basically making this happen. You actually decided to postpone school and kind of see what happens because you were in college for a little bit, right?
Pretty much.
So now you've stopped school for a little bit and you're really focusing on building. So in a sense, you're doing what
most people would like to do.
What Brian Kennedy did. But you need to show it, man. Like, Brian Kennedy, he's at $100,000 right now. You know what I mean? So think about that. Show that. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be cool to see, you know?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, Biker says he doesn't drink either. He must have... Ooh. Biker 1, he says he doesn't drink, so that must mean he's drank 8 by now. Are you on your 8th one, Biker?
Nah, I saw it at 10, bro. No doubt.
You said just a front. Justin Ramsey says I stop drinking every morning. What does he do for money? Well, the dude's 19, right? So
I work at Starbucks, dude. Part-time job.
Oh, you work at Starbucks?
Yeah.
See, that's a legit job.
I actually had one of my subscribers. He asked me, he's like, "Hey, where do you work?" I was like, "Oh, Starbucks, you know, like, inside the Vons." He's like, "Oh, for sure." And then, like, I'd say, like, a week later, I'd say, I'm just like, boom, do my thing. I look up, and I just saw him come in, and he looks at me, he's like, No way. I was like, yo, what's up, dude? It was like the funniest thing ever.
See, that's so cool when people like. I think one of the I've had a lot of cool ones, like especially for some reason, like I know people come up to you because people come up to me all the time. Yeah. This kid came up to me the other day and he was like, "Hey, dude, I watch your videos," and he's just waving as he passes by. This little kid on his mountain bike, dude. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome," you know. And you get that when you kind of get.
It's an awesome feeling too. Just like when someone like that, because I know you told me someone at 215, like you just passing by and like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" You know, hey, and you're like, "Yo, what's up, man?"
Yeah, it's like
it's just an awesome feeling, you know.
People are seeing your stuff. They you know that means you're hitting something, and people are like connecting with it. That's what I feel. I think that's what's awesome about it.
Talk about 215 though. We should do another 215 ride, man.
We need to, you know what? We need to set it up, dude. We need to set it up. We need to make it legit.
I'd be so down for that.
Where we do like a group ride. And we need to like figure out like on Facebook. So if you know that people, when you sign up for a ride, people can push going.
Oh,
you know
yeah, to actually let you know. How many.
So people could be like.
Is there an app for that? I know.
I think there's.
Doesn't Gene do that?
I don't know.
I think he uses an app for it.
He does. I think
I've seen it on.
I'll talk to Gene because we want to be able to like. Put it up on Facebook so you guys can actually push if you're going, so we can actually get a hint of how many people are going to be there. And if it works out, we'll make it like we'll start it out once a month thing, if possible.
He does that too, does he?
Huh?
Like tries to do it like.
Gene does it. Like Gene Arnold from Regular Guy Mountain Bike Riding. He legitly he has Regular Guy rides.
Yeah.
And it's a thing, and I think we need to do that out here.
That's pretty epic.
Create a group on Meetup. Oh, okay. So we gotta look up Meetup. Meetup costs money. Ooh, no.
Oh,
lame. No, lame.
It's gonna be free, bro.
So, I mean, yeah. So, yeah. If you guys are showing up, I had David on here, and I was talking about his channel and just, talking about our channels and getting to know him, because I think you have a really cool story. I really think that you have the potential to freaking go viral. So. Like I said, your instructional videos have been amazing. You know what I mean? And amazing in the sense not that they're amazing, crazy quality, but that you're giving awesome information to how to do different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another aspect. Because one of the things about we know that how to do a bunny hop. We know there's certain steps.
Yeah.
There's certain steps. Everybody knows. Pump down. Shift your weight back. Straighten your arms, let your weight pick up the front wheel, not you, and jump up and jump forward, right? But the problem is that it's kind of everybody has a different problem of why they can't bunny hop. It's not all the same.
It's all the same, yeah.
So a lot of people who do like a bunny hop tutorial, will offer a couple good nuggets because they talk about something that's a problem that probably relates directly to you. Yeah. It's kind of like I think about it as going to the doctor. Hey, doctor, I'm having these symptoms. And he'll look at you, what you're doing, like, oh, I can see where you're going wrong. Yeah. And he could diagnose that particular part where you're messing up. So that's why I think, what I got from your videos is that you kind of took it from a different perspective, how you learned, which, it was not the same as everybody else. So, I mean, I really enjoyed that aspect of it. That is how I met a group and went to Moab for a week. Have done a ton of rides within a group over 2,000 members. You've done a group of over 2,000. Is the group just 2,000 members, or is there 2,000 people mountain bike riding?
Holy cow.
That's crazy. I don't even care. That's a huge group anyway.
2,000? That's nuts.
Okay, Paul, you said you recommend trying to bunny hop on a BMX first. I don't know why. I tried to bunny hop on a BMX literally 2 weeks ago.
Feels weird.
I almost died. I can bunny hop on this thing high. I'm pretty confident in my bunny hop.
On a BMX bike, it's completely different.
I mean, I almost see no comparison. Every time I try to bunny hop on it, the bike just shot out from under me. Or I almost literally I almost fell. I did fall actually. The fourth I actually finally, it was my fourth or fifth time that I did it, and I was like, okay, that's considered a bunny hop. Okay, fine. And I tried it again, and I fell off. It wasn't fun. Not only 6 of us locally went there together, but local riding group on the website Meetup has. I mean, that's a lot of members though, dude. That is pretty awesome. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if you could start a member, like getting members like that, and
legit.
Like a pot of people to, because that's what I'm saying, dude. If you can create a group, and then like it's the same thing I was talking about with the bike shop. You create that atmosphere. Let's create, you know what I mean? Creating that type of atmosphere in a group, you know, on a Facebook page or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody, you know, it's because not everybody in the mountain biking, like, you know, because there's bad. I don't want to say bad people, but there's negative people. You know what I mean? In every aspect of life. You know what I mean? So, and then there's those negative people who I've noticed are really good at mountain bike riding, and they have this like cocky attitude about it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a rider if you can't freaking send 10-foot gaps. You know what I mean? Or, you know, it's like that's why I really appreciated Biker One in that sense, because he was like, all you need a bike. Oh, you only need a bike to be a biker, so get out and be one is his thing. And I'm like, you know, because he has that raunchy, like, he cusses a lot. So if you guys have family, and you watch mountain bike channels, if you go to Biker One's channel, just be forewarned. You have kids around, just so you know, there is a lot of cussing. But the thing I really was like, I got along, not that I got along with, it just really just like hit me, was like, you only need a bike to be a biker, so everyone else go to hell. You know what I mean? And you're a biker if you got a bike. You know what I mean? And that type of attitude is something that is very, I think, important for people to get into mountain biking with not only themselves, but their family and their kids. You know what I mean? Like, you only need a bike to be a biker. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm gonna say it again. I just like saying it. You only need a bike to. You only need a bike to be a biker. So get out and be one. Oh, biker said nailed it. Every other word. LOL.
Yeah, there are a lot of haters out there.
You know,
for sure. I
remember when I first got into the thing, dude. I think I made like 4 videos, and I guess I filmed in an area where a guy built, and I didn't know that it wasn't unsanctioned. I didn't even know what sanctioned and unsanctioned mean.
Which one?
You know how people say, oh, it's trail sanctioned or this one's unsanctioned?
I just think it's just a bunch of BS. If it's open, I'm going through it. I don't care who.
I mean, well, that's the thing. I filmed it, right? And I put it up.
I got stuff like that too.
Yeah, and they were
like, dude, it's like if everyone's riding it, it's like, bro.
I mean, yeah.
You know, in a sense, it's like it's a thing where it's like if you like record it, but then you know there's like a lot of people there. It's like why
yeah,
you? It's like
I understand because it is a touchy subject. Because people put their man hours and hard work into this to create it for the community. So I understand going there now.
I'm one of those guys, by the way.
Yeah, he is. This guy builds the trails, guys. Like, seriously. So he's not like some guy who's not, you know, he's not just some guy coming in and going, oh, I think we should just film it. I don't care about these guys who build the trails. This guy has put more hours into trails that I know, of anyone I know, and he puts a lot of time in there. So in that aspect, I mean, I see what you're saying, but I mean, I do understand the argument is what I'm trying to say of why we don't say why we shouldn't put it on blast. Like, so I'm like, I understood why the guy was angry, you know, and why, but just be polite about it.
Yeah, you can so just boom.
Yeah,
all out like what, you know?
Yeah, come alongside somebody. Hey, dude, you're new to the mountain biking field, and you know what I mean. This is how we do things, and this is why we do it. Okay, cool. You know, and but his, you know what I mean. So, but they didn't come at you like that. They like basically told me real mountain bikers know that.
Yeah, it's like,
and it was like, okay, so I'm not a real mountain bike rider because I don't know what's sanctioned and not sanctioned.
Like, exactly. See, I got Chris. He said it's the surfer mentality. It's lame. I can kind of comprehend that.
What does it mean by surfer?
Like normally, like, well, I'm not so much like a surfer guy, but my dad's come through that stuff too. Normally it's like, you know, here's a spot with the best waves, and it's like the guys who are here first could only freaking ride it, and if you found it, it's like go find somewhere else to go. It's pretty much the same, you know. Yeah, because now you like. It's like, hey, I made these trails. They're for us only, not you guys. Get the hell out. You know, it's like what? It's like that's why I like building, dude. Building to see others enjoy it. You know, and that leads most people like they don't get that, man. It's like they have people come up to you and told you like thank you for like building? Yeah, dude, plenty of them, and just getting that like compliment, dude, it just makes you feel awesome. Like I know for sure, Chris, he's got that I build with, he's gotten a lot of those, and he tells me all the time like dude, it feels awesome, you know, especially like when you're out digging in the mornings, dude. You hear those guys like, woo, yeah, let's go, yeah, this trail's freaking sick, you know, and you're like, dude, those hours like spent building, and it's like you're helping out like other guys and you're having them have fun and stuff like that. Like, it's just awesome. It's an awesome feeling.
And I think some of my subscribers might know this, but to let you guys know on the other side, guys, like, that's what I remember. You know Eric Carter, pro mountain bike rider, who basically started the trail building out here. I didn't know at the time who Eric Carter was, but I ended up going up to him and I saw him building the trail. I'm like, dude, I just want to thank you for building, because at the time I barely started the channel. I made like 2 or 3 videos and it wasn't really anything. I was just doing it, you know. I had an idea about what I wanted to do, but you know. But I ran into him and it was like, hey, dude, I just want to thank you. I saw this guy building the trail, and I walked over to him. I'm like, dude, thank you so much for building these trails. You have no idea what they mean to me. And I didn't plan on saying this, but I said it, and I'm like, dude, like, my daughter got diagnosed with this disorder called neurofibromatosis, and honestly, like, she's now prone to tumors, you know. And me and my wife found this out. I think at that time it was like 2 or 3 months before I saw Eric, and I'm like, dude, I just want to thank you for building these trails, because I've been going through so much pain, suffering, and like heartache over these past like 3 or 4 months. And because these trails are here, I haven't been having an outlet to get out, to get myself mentally fit, so I can go home and be strong for my family. Yeah. And he was like, dude, can I tell this to people? And I was like, yeah, go ahead, tell us to people. And then I went home. Eric Carter's a former pro mountain bike rider, and he has like 30,000 people following him. And he put a picture of my daughter and me. I got my daughter a bike for her first Christmas. And he posted that picture of my family and told the story to all the guys on his Instagram, 30,000 followers, that this person came up to me and was like, and it was amazing that, you know, what we don't know what building these trails does for other people. Yeah. You know, so, dude, it's just crazy. Did you want to dude? I know I talk a lot, so if you need to interject on me, dude, because I'm on coffee and I can keep talking. So you just interrupt me.
I feel you. You said the closed trails are always the best trails.
Yeah, they are. Biker, I did that with my mountain biking adventures, and we showed it, but didn't tell people where. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't tell people what the. Now I don't list it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, dude, if someone wants to know where a trail is, I'm like, schedule a ride with me. Email me. You want to ride? Email me and I'll show you. But I'm not gonna. I can't. If it's unsanctioned, I'm just my mountain biking morals is I'm not gonna list it over the internet, and I'm not gonna email it to you. But I will show you if you want to go. You know. But if it's if it is sanctioned, I'll let you know right there. You know what I mean?
Right there. And
Biker says, made a joke about being lost. I can't figure out how we ended up on that trail. Very strange. I would like to fix a few old trails on 215. Nobody ride those anymore. What trails are those? What trails? What? Francisco.
You must be high, bro.
Francisco, what trails, man? I mean, everything over there is worked on, dude.
You just show up on the weekend, bro, and that lot is freaking full.
I mean, dude, like, no trail has not been worked on.
It's like
so
a theme park.
If you found trails, Francisco, that have not been worked on, you need to let us know and show us, because I certainly would like to open up more trail systems out there if there is. No, you need to explore. Okay, building the trail kicks butt. I'll try to build or do maintenance of some kind every month. Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's awesome, man.
What we got going? All right. So what time is it? It's 8:34. We'll go a little. I think we'll.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, we'll end it coming up at least by 9. So yeah, guys. Any more questions? Anything going on? Like questions about our channels? Question about David? I mean, I feel like I've been talking most of the time, so guys, give David questions or whatever. Let him talk. I'm on coffee. And what I do for a living, like, I work with at-risk youth, and most of them go, I'm like, so dude, so let's work on this problem, you know what I mean? So how can we work on that? I don't know. Well, your mom, really feels this way when you talk to her this way, and I don't know, she's always like that. So I'm legitly like with these kids, and I'm just talking for an hour. So I apologize. This is me on coffee. When?
Schedule the maintenance on Saturdays if you're not work every Saturday.
Well, where?
And that sucks.
Have you been in Northern Cali to ride? Mountain biking adventures. If you're asking me, yes, I've been. You haven't been to Northern, right?
Nope.
Yeah, see, I went to Northern California to ride with BKXC. So I have a video entitled Chasing BKXC, Brian Kennedy. I went out there and rode in St. Louis Obispo. It was freaking nar. It was probably one of the coolest trails. Like, the whole trail was the ocean on my left side. It was amazing. I got to, I didn't know it was more awesome getting to ride the trails or getting to ride with BKXC. I don't know, it was pretty freaking cool. Cool dude.
I feel like I'd fall off the cliff. No, let's go!
Yeah, Cash Panda, 2-hour stream. We're going all night, dude. Didn't you hear, brother?
Oh, shoot, man. I did it.
Don't forget to pee. Oh, yeah, I got to pee soon. Shoot. I got to pull a biker one and go to the bathroom real quick soon.
Dude, yeah, that freaking coffee mug. Oh, my gosh.
Did someone ask you a question, I think, dude? He's talking nonstop. Yep, I do talk nonstop.
When's David eating crabapple? Alright, so I had a buddy of mine. His name's Alec. He's actually thinking of going to Whistler around August. See what will happen. So I probably next year I'll be heading up there.
Okay.
All out, bro.
Alright, well, I want to go with you, and I'll be on the side of Crabapple, seeing you hit it.
Just going, hello, there's David flying.
No, seriously, dude, we need to do something like that.
Yeah. Sick.
So let's try to coordinate on that. If you have plans to potentially go to Whistler, let's try to get that happening.
Chris says, put on some more coffee.
Yeah. I got a little bit left, actually, so we're good.
Heck yeah.
I saw another comment for you, though. Building trail kicks butt. I'll try to build maintenance. Wednesday we're hitting Crabapple. I always feel bad. They schedule the maintenance on Saturdays up here, and I work every Saturday.
They will smoke Crabapple.
Dude,
yeah, dude, I'll just freaking go there. What?
You just did Proline at
Snow Summit. That was another one of my videos that
they did good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude. This was the thumbnail. Little David on his bike in a jump that just went like this. I'm like, how can you not click it?
Yeah, that line is sick.
So they wanted to ask you. Someone asked. Josh asked, how did you get access to working on the trails you ride? Is it government land?
No, actually, yeah, it is. But I pretty much just met one of my buddies out there working on it, and he's like, yeah, I'll build out here and stuff like that,
You just ran into somebody.
Yeah, pretty much, and then I pretty much got into it, so.
Crabapple plant. The plans right now are that I'm going to BC next year with Alex. Well, dang, man. Cash Panda, if you're going with Alex, you need to get me on that train, buddy. You gotta be like, hey, dude, Tony's cool. He's awesome. We gotta get him going, man. Get me on that train.
Go before Crankworks?
Oh, yeah. Crankworks. I wanted to go to Crankworks.
I'll go to Crankworks and I'll do a race there.
We should go to Crankworks.
I'd legit do a race at Crankworks.
Dude, St. Louis Obispo is not NorCal. I knew Biker was gonna say that. I legitimately thought, I'm like, it's not necessarily NorCal, but that's NorCal for me. That's how
far down we are, bro, or how you see just are down here. You just feel like you're in the middle.
Yeah, like, honestly.
But there's way more.
That feels like NorCal to me, honestly. That's NorCal for me. Wait. Ontario, Canada, Cash, or Ontario, SoCal? Because that'd be awesome. Have you been as far as North Tahoe? Some great trails in the Bay Area, in that area. Just watch Bikers videos. No, but I'm gonna probably end up meeting and collabing with Biker at some point, probably up there. It might be looking like. Dude, we gotta go to Sedona.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta go to Sedona.
Sedona?
Have you seen the trails out there?
No.
It's nothing
It
like.
must be sick though.
I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it's an awesome mountain biking place. It's not like, oh, dude, let's go freaking send it like you send it. But I mean, it's like Moab. It's like a different type of Moab, I guess.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Moab. That'd be sick. Yo said, David, you should do Joyride at Crankworks.
Yeah, you can do it. Do it.
I need to work on them tricks though.
Yeah, that's true.
I need to start off easy with some no-handers and.
Well, dude, you want to be an enduro pro, right?
What's up?
You want to be an enduro pro, right?
Downhill, bro.
No, you don't.
Yeah, bro.
You want to be downhill? You're an enduro rider.
Yeah.
Are you? Is that what you want? You want to do so?
I was only doing enduro because enduro is like the only race I could find around here.
So you want to
besides downhill, which is in Fontana, and I don't know where else the other downhill stuff's at.
So when you say pro, you mean you want to do freaking what's that?
Aaron Gwynn status.
No, Aaron Gwynn's downhill, dude.
Exactly.
No, I'm sorry. Aaron Gwynn's not downhill. He's enduro.
What are you talking about?
Richie Rude and Aaron Gwynn are both freaking.
Richie Rude's enduro.
Enduro, yeah, but they're both technically enduro.
Gwynn's downhill.
Isn't downhill like what's that one crazy one they do every year? And they like
World champs.
No, dude, they like fall like 100 feet, right down 1,000.
Rampage.
Rampage, like downhills. When I think of downhill, I think of Rampage.
No, downhill's it's racing, just the format. Downhill's just one track, days of practice, and then it comes out to qualifying and then racing, and then enduro is just like I think it's like the same concept.
But enduro
you have to ride up to that location, and then you have multiple stages. It's not just one.
So Aaron Gwynn technically does downhill then.
Yes.
Okay.
So
well, what do I know?
What Rampage is free ride. That's what it is.
You're right. It is free ride. They just free ride down a cliff.
Yup, exactly. Just fucking
Do you ever picture
fly.
You ever picture yourself doing Rampage?
Heck yeah, dude! I want to do that. That looks sick.
You see, that's how I know.
Like I want to like find something where I just look at it. I'm like, dang, that looks freaking huge.
Okay.
I want to hit that. I'm scared, but I'm gonna hit it.
I know what we need to talk about now. I know what we need to talk about. Okay, because guys like me, I see a little 10-foot gap, and I freak out. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what goes through your mind? How do you not be me? What do you do? I mean, like, how do you mentally, like, get yourself to that point to feel confident to send these? Do you just feel like? Do you look at the jump and go? Do you just have this natural sense about you that you could like land that 40-footer? Like when you
Yeah, I think I just strive for the feeling, cause like for me it's like when I hit a jump, it's like you get that feeling of like, dude, this is awesome, you know, like this is fun. Not so much. I think it's probably because I don't really think of what can happen, that what can go wrong and what can happen. I'm picturing in my mind like, dude, this is gonna be sick. I'm freaking jumping over this and I'm landing it. This will look awesome. I'm not going like, dude, I'm gonna jump this, or I'm like, oh man, what if I jump this and then like I come up short and I break this, I break that, or then I don't have enough money to, you know, do this and that. And it's like, just go out and just freaking picture yourself just accomplishing what you're setting your mind to, not so much of thinking of all the failure.
So what do you do? Like, okay, because for me the reason, like, because jumping, granted, I've only been riding a year and a half. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've really excelled for a year and a half.
Oh,
you know,
for sure, yeah.
So it's like, but when I look at a jump still, like there was a jump today, and I'm like, it's really something like 10 feet long.
Does it like?
It's kind of built up, and I just feel like if I got in the air, I have no idea what to do. You know what I mean? I don't. I feel like I can't. I'm like, okay, I hit this jump really fast. I feel like I know I will fall, and I feel like I don't know, because I don't know what to do. It's kind of like this. Like when I was doing, because when I worked with at-risk youth at the center, there was a lot of restraints, and kids would actually do some dangerous things, and there was fights. And when I first got there, I would freak out when I saw these really violent things and blood everywhere. But after I was trained to do restraints,
it's just normal.
I didn't freak out. I knew what to, I'm like, okay, I grab this arm, I go like this, I get my leg, I put him down, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm focusing on the technique and what I gotta do. And I guess when I approach a jump, I feel like I did when I first walked into a crazy atmosphere and I didn't know what to do, because I just don't know the technique and I don't feel it within my body, the know-how. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how did you get there to that place where you felt like you can hit a jump and you actually believe, oh, I could legitly land this? You know what I mean? You felt like confident in the technique or what you needed to do.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it just came naturally, just because like throughout like my whole youth, I've always like gone out and be like, dude, let's hit these jumps. You know, like, oh, let's build these, you know, little tiny jumps, dude. Like even just jumping off the curb.
So you've been jumping since when?
When I was, I don't know, let's say like 5 maybe, like on my dirt bike, because I that's how I kind of came along through this whole mountain bike thing. Is like I've always been through with the whole two wheels, you know, like on a dirt bike and stuff. And I don't know, I was always that kid, just like I don't know, I just loved it, you know. It's just, I think it's just like a natural thing, as like you learn, and then like I think afterwards just natural.
Well, that makes sense. That if you, now that I know you've been jumping since you were a little kid, whereas like me, I've always been on two wheels too, you know, but in a riding aspect. You know, like I never got to the. This is my thing. My life growing up was very screwed up, so there was never like, oh, let's deal with my kid. He's really into mountain bike. He's really into dirt bike riding, so let's get him into the sport. For me, it was like, oh, I go sometimes, and when I did do it, I excelled. So, but I never got to that point where I was just practicing because I never got a chance to, because everything was all chaotic, moving, splitting up with this person, splitting with that person, and I was just like thrown around. So I was never able as a kid to actually focus, you know, and get to that point of jumping and to, you know, feel comfortable. So maybe it'll just come natural after, because I'm a firm believer in just doing things over and over and over.
And then you just get used to it.
Even if you feel like you suck. Like, I was doing this jump that was, I think it was like 4.5 feet. Like, there's a double that I know that's like 4.5 feet, and it's a gap. And I can do it now. So, I feel like I could do it. It still scares me sometimes. Well, there was that one 10-footer the other day that's like a step down. I'm so close now to hitting it, dude. Like, I cased it twice the other day. Dude's like, I was with Jason, he was like, dude, you legitly, like, you only need this much left to go to land that thing. So that one, we were working on that one. Yeah, so I'm almost close sometimes after, you know, almost hitting it. But I mean, I guess I just need to just keep being repetitive with where I'm comfortable, and hopefully it'll just grow. You know? Yeah.
I mean, Chris said it's pretty, like, because Chris pretty much, that's another reason why he, like, on Jumping Mouse, all it is jumps. And reason for him, it's the adrenaline rush of hitting jumps, you know.
I guess it would be the adrenaline rush is why, because I do want to jump, you know what I mean. But I know I do get more of a kick though out of doing crazy technical trails and making it down these crazy rocks and, you know, hitting those lines and just freaking fit. Like when you do like a technical trail and you do it fast and you hit those lines right, you feel like you're putting in work, like you're working. And when you get down, you're like, dang, I worked that thing. You know? So that's my favorite aspect, but I want to jump. I mean, you know, it's kind of like the style thing. It's like Kobe Bryant had that style of basketball. I'm like, you know, and that's like in a sense an artist. And like, you know, Michael Jackson had his own style of, you know, dancing. A lot of people dance, but everybody knew Michael Jackson danced. And that's like artists, right? We both come, I think me and you now both come from that creative like standpoint. And I want to be able to create good content with my own style, with, you know what I mean? It's all about progressing and making more style, but also, like you said, jumping's fun. There's nothing more fulfilling than when you're
in the air and landing.
And landing it. That's where I'm at. Woo!
Brandon says for you to go hit the pro line at Sun Summit.
Okay, rain check. 10 years. For you to do exactly what Justin Ramsey said. Just work your way up, start tabletops, etc. Don't get me wrong. Jump technique needs major work to send a 20-footer or something like that. See, because that's one of the things I did notice about you. Is like we were both going the same pace, and as we were going that pace, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to slow to even, you know, if I'm ever going to hit this jump, I'm going to have to go faster. And you're going the same pace, and you busted it. So that's when I learned, I'm like, yeah, there's technique to jumping. There's legit, it's like, it's not about how fast you go. All the time. It depends on the jump. When you do jumps like you did, you can't hit the 40-footer not going fast. Josh, pitch done. Later, guys, gotta run. All right, brother. Thank you for sticking with us, man. It's been awesome.
Thanks, homie. I want from Julian who says, how long are you guys planning to stay with YouTube? I'd say, for me, as long as I can. Because it's like another form of just how we're talking about editing. It's just something we like to do, and it's like something that we could just share out there with the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm building a business, I'm building a brand, and I'm set on it. To answer his question, I'm actually, if you weren't here before, I'm building I'm going to be combining mountain biking and therapy. I'm actually going to be a mental health professional in the next year to 2 months, and I'm going to be starting a therapy / mountain biking business in conjunction, and that's going to be like a source of income, so I can go further with the channel, so I can go more places to ride, and so to bring awareness for my daughter's disorder and ultimately raise money to find a cure. So this is gonna be, as of right now, as long as it keeps growing, I'm staying. You know what I mean? I mean, even if it doesn't grow, like I'm gonna keep it going. I mean, you could.
It's still something that.
If I start this business, I have 2,000. I have almost 3,000 people that are following right now. If I start this business, you know how many people I've already met just with that? You know what I mean, for the business that I'm trying to create stuff. There's no reason why I should ever stop YouTube at this point.
Pretty much.
So. Okay, I need coffee. It's going down. I mean,
Reddit said you should hit the average Joe's trail at Snow Summit to get better. I've seen a couple of videos on Snow Summit of that new not like training line, but it's like the jump line, but it's literally like good tables. There's
What's Average Joe?
Huh?
What's Average Joe? I didn't see that.
I think
it's Blue Trail.
I don't know.
I never heard of it.
I think it might be like a jump line. I think. But like I've seen videos on Instagram. I know Steven, one of my subscribers that I've ridden with, he's got some videos on that, and he's been working on it, dude. He's been getting so much better at jumping, dude. That dude's sending it.
And Snow Summit?
At Snow Summit, yeah. Because he goes out there
at Average Joe's. Okay, so I gotta go check that out, dude. Because I Average Joe's wasn't there, so maybe I gotta go back to Snow Summit soon.
Yeah, see, Matthew said, yeah, Average Joe's where I learned to jump bigger jumps.
Biker says I'm gonna do this as long as it's fun.
He said it's a blue jump line.
It's a blue jump line.
Jump line.
Yeah, that was not there when I
No, because I think they're barely like putting it in. Like still working on it.
I gotta go back there.
Dude, the 21st I'm headed up there.
21st of what, October?
Yep. If you guys are ever down, any of Teddy's.
Can't go October 21st. I gotta be at this meeting, and if I don't go to the meeting, I can't advance the practicum for my school, and I have to postpone graduation for like a year. So I 21st is. Well, wait, what time?
Huh?
What time? You guys going in the morning?
Well, it's like all day.
Well, maybe I go up there in the evening because I think it's till like 12.
Till 12.
To 12 and 1.
Drive and then you with what like.
Actually, it's 3, so no, I won't be able to get. I'll get there at like 5. I'm 13 and I started out jumping. Caden says, foot kickers I made in the backyard about 8 months ago, and I worked my way up hitting tabletops over and over again. Now the biggest jump I've hit was like 10-foot gap. So that's. Oh, this Caden just reminded me, dude. Do you know the jumps over there? I could do a whole line down there. Like I take.
Down here, yeah.
I take the outside line now. I go in and there's that small tabletop.
Yeah.
And then there's that step up like tabletop.
Yeah. And then
I do that, and then I do the next one. I could do that. I could have. I did all freaking 3 or 4 of them.
It's fun.
I was so stoked. But they're BMX jumps. It's different than sending it far.
Yo, I'm going on the 22nd closing day, dude. It's about Saturday the 21st, bro. I got my race Sunday, so I have to go to 21st.
That Sunday you got it. The race. Where's the race at again?
It's at Fontana.
Yeah, I actually I was talking to the guy from Jax Bicycle Shop, and I was like, dude, I heard the race is all sold out in November, and he's like, dude, I'll get you in there. So I guess supposedly, guy from Jax is gonna get me in there. So
heck yeah.
So I gotta go in November.
Let's go on Friday. Less people. We could go. I'm off Friday.
I'm usually off Fridays. If we were gonna go, Friday would be the best day.
Shoot, here's the thing. Cody's son, Zane, because I ride with him a lot.
Oh yeah.
He was done for Saturday. I think he's school Friday, and I was gonna take him.
Damn. All right. Well, we'll coordinate it.
Darn. It's funny too because I checked back on my schedule, and I'm actually that week I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm like, dude. Because I only asked for Saturday and Sunday because obviously like Saturday I want to do something, and then Sunday I got my race, and they give me Friday off. I'm like, yo, that's freaking rad, dude.
Having 3-day weekends are awesome. Hey guys, is this something that you guys enjoyed? Do you guys want us to maybe put? Because I was thinking maybe me and you can get together and kind of like.
Dude, you know what I was actually thinking? What? So I was like, I was driving over here. Like, what if like, YouTube could do a thing where it's like, you know how you like logged in, right? Like onto your account, and then you're streaming off of 2 different ones, different platforms. What if you like streamed off of one platform, but you had your accounts linked to each other? That way you wouldn't have 2 separate if you just one.
Oh, dude, I don't even know how to do that. You?
No, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
I don't think it's possible.
What if YouTube did that? To like collabs.
That would be awesome. They better.
That'd be sick.
YouTube, I know, is really trying to step it up in every way in terms of the live stuff. But I think, guys, let us know, because I was thinking like we should do like. Not a podcast, but like me and you, because since we're in the same area,
yeah,
let's get together and talk about news for mountain bike riding. What we think of it. You ever seen that magazine? You know the bike Action magazine? Action One, the mountain bike magazine.
No.
There's this magazine. It's a really good magazine. They have some awesome topics. I'm like, what if we just got together and discussed topics like that? You know?
Well, Julian said, do you guys think the electric derailleur is good? Have you seen those?
The one that Alex Chamberlain tested out.
I haven't seen his video, but I've seen GMBN talk about it a lot.
Oh, the electric one that. Yeah. Well, dude, watch Alex Chamberlain's. It's a gearbox.
The gearbox one?
Yeah, so you don't have the derailleur in the back anymore.
Yeah. I think he's talking about the electric one.
The electric one, yeah. I hear that. I'm interested in it. Honestly, to be honest, I got into mountain bike riding. One of the things I liked about it is that it wasn't electronic. You know
it's
what I
something
mean?
where it's you and
it's
not so like, oh, I'm gonna let it do it for me. Like obviously like cars.
Yeah.
Like how they were back then to like now, you know, and like all automatic. So it's like.
I like the naturalness of it. I feel like a bike is a bike, and a bike has always been a bike for the past like 300 to 500 years, or however long a bike's been a bike. So I feel like when you're talking about, you know what I mean, gearboxes and stuff like that, it just, not that it does kind of take something away.
Yeah.
However, the benefits that I heard from the gearbox that Alex Chamberlain did, I don't think it's electric.
No, it's the same as it's the same as a derailleur, but not the same. Yeah, because I've heard the pros, you know, like having like that weight center and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you won't get it all dirty, and then having to replace it because what is it like? You only have to maintenance like once every year or something.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, that's crazy. But it's like,
dude, I just realized since we're the little guys, mountain bike YouTube news, like we're talking about Alex Chamberlain right now. We could like sit here and discuss stuff like that. Like, what's new? What did Single Track Sampler do? What did they talk about other YouTube channels and what you know what I mean? Like, you can do stuff like that. I don't know. It could be a little aspect. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to get together and kind of, like, right now I feel like I apologize. I feel like I'm freaking talking too much, but I hope, like, we can do more of this so we can develop a dynamic to where we could do, like, a monthly show or something like that. So, I don't know. Let us know, guys, in our comments if you would like us to do a monthly show. We can have special guests, like, you know, Biker One can teach me how to use the OBS, because I want to start learning how to do the OBS. You know what that is? No. Where you do the live stream off your computer or camera, and you can actually put like the comments in the thing, like and you can add people in. Biker One adds people in.
Oh, isn't it an app?
It's like it's not an app. It's like a software. OBS is a software.
Yeah, I had it downloaded on here, and I was like, yeah. But yeah, I got a question from Brandon. He's like, you think you'll ever make it to Whistler? We discussed this a little earlier. I'm pretty sure I will next year.
Yeah, if he does, I'm gonna try to get on the train with him and go down other trails.
That'd be sick.
You know, but the thing I want to do with my wife is like, cause me and my wife have done bike parks. You know what I mean? And people seem to really like me.
How was Mammoth?
Bike parks. Mammoth was great. I still have 3 more videos to release from Mammoth. So
yeah.
We have a short one coming tomorrow. It's shorter than usual, but I mean, it's me and my wife, and she goes down pretty hard in there. So, so yeah, it's yeah, I want to get my wife, and I want to take her to like us do like a bike park special of husband and wife, you know.
We're Brad ASAP. Let's go right now.
Let's go.
Take
yeah,
out your nightlights.
You got yeah. I need.
Dude, that's
I need
another
my
thing that
nightlight.
Biker brought up on his live stream.
Yeah,
night riding.
Well, I have a guy trying to get me a light for my bike.
Cody?
For the Lizzie. No, not Cody.
No.
No.
Remember last time when we ran into me? Yeah, dude.
Oh no. he gave me the idea of getting a light, and then I ran into a subscriber or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I know I can get like this Lizzie light for pretty cheap." So I'm kind of waiting to see if it follows through. Yeah. We'll see. If not, I'll probably just end up buying Lizine from like Jax Bicycle Shop, because I think Jax has Lizine on there, so we're gonna do it there. Yeah.
Dang,
channels could be live at the same time. Then both channels could be live at the same time. Well, our channels are live at the same time. He has his, mine. You have mine. Were you at 16 right now? Are you at 6? 5?
Yeah.
Are you sure? It looks like it's cut off.
Nah. I can move.
Okay, so just have the cameras close to each other. That's what we did. His camera's there and his is there. So, so I really want to create a mountain bike YouTube channel with my friend to capture the good memories. And and I'm wondering if there are any tips you have for starting a YouTube channel. Yeah. All right. So you give your tips, and I'll give mine.
My tips, I'd say. Well, okay, wait. Let me hold on. Let me just capture the good memories. I'm wondering if there's any tips you have for starting a YouTube channel. So the goal is to capture good memories.
Yeah, he like see. Just
okay, so is it really too much focused on like gaining?
I think what he's asking is he just wants to know tips in general on starting the channel. Like, so
just consistency in uploading and
for growing a channel, or for just
yeah.
I guess I guess what you want to know is, are you talking about how to grow a YouTube channel?
That's what my question is.
Or are you talking about just creating a YouTube channel?
If you're just creating a YouTube channel, it's just like
upload a video.
Exactly. That's all. That's how you get started. Really.
Good memory.
Yep.
Like what aspect? The software? Let us know a little bit more specific.
My game address jumped over here.
What do you say? Oh, awesome.
That was really
what up, dude?
I think because all the guys here are all asleep because it's 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's true. You have a big following here. I mean, right? Like most of my subscribers are from here. What about yours?
Mine are like more like from Europe, so like they're like asleep now.
Are you serious? Yeah, that's what I mean. You have a big subscriber group in other areas.
In other areas. Rather than here.
Dude, I would be really interested to look at your analytics to kind of see how it breaks down. That's pretty interesting.
Because October 22nd, Snow Summit Bike Park closing weekend. Be there, bro. Dude, I'm going the 21st, man. Dude. Steven, you should call out on Saturday too. And you should go ride Saturday and Sunday. Stay the night, bro. That'd be rad. Mount Biking says, Adventure says I'm watching both channels live.
He's watching both channels live?
Yeah, dude. You probably open up a new window.
Yeah, you can just open up a new window. That's freaking awesome. That's legit. Yeah, everybody open up a second window. That'd be funny. Then we both have 12 people. We both get the minutes. From everything I've seen on the subject, Katie and Manfredi is easy to film and upload BKXC. Okay, I think they're talking about something, so go ahead.
Steve was saying that. He said, that's tempting, I'll see what I can do. That's one of the, hey, skip Saturday and
it'll be like this
keep that weekend, bro.
Oh, for the Snow Summit?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, dude, we all need to get up there. And see, if we got group rides going here, and we got a little group going, we go like, alright, we're all going to Snow Summit. Alright, we're all going here.
Here, we're going there.
It'd be pretty legit.
Bang, 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 bang!
I want to have a channel similar to yours. I want to have a successful channel. I want to have a channel similar to yours. Okay, so this is the thing.
Go ahead.
So you want to have a channel, and you want it to grow, and it's similar. I always tell people, what's your story? You know, people want to know who you are. And people want to know that the content you're making, what's in it for them? You know, what are they going to get from your channel? Like, from your channel, you provide people the know-how to build trails. Mm-hmm. I mean, and how to build features, even in your backyard. And you also give, like, skills tips. Mm-hmm. Me, I tell my story from a motivational aspect. So I hope that people will, like, get motivated, and not only just motivated, but strength from the channel to go through even though you're going through hard times in your life and you're struggling. I hope that you're able to get strength in your daily life also for my channel to take care of the stuff that you need to take care of. That's why I share my struggles. And I also, on a less deeper aspect, I personally love tech. Like, I'm not a techie person, but I love to learn how to put on, I want to upgrade stuff. I want to try out different bikes. I want to try out different, like, you know what I mean? What do they call that? Upgrades and all that, you know, handlebars.
Components?
Yeah. Components. I like to try different components, but you're getting tired now. So I'm getting tired. I let you guys know what I think. I provide people value. I try at least to provide people value. And so if someone wants to have a successful channel, be clear about what you're doing and provide people value. You know, you want to give people something. Like, because you want people to watch you. Well, why are they going to watch you? What's in it for them? So kind of it's like with life. Don't think about yourself, think about others. And I think that's how you become successful on YouTube. Okay, I'll check out the video. Justin Ramsey, biker for mine, hungover.
That's why I was laughing, dude. I just said for mine hungover. Oh my god. It's hilarious.
As you drink during my live stream. Oh, I know Justin Ramsey's always telling me he's drinking a beer, and every time he says that, I'm just like, man, he's probably just really kicking back. I'm just like, you know, because I remember those times, you know what I mean, where you're sitting there in front of the TV, and you know, you have a beer or whatever, and it's like, you're relaxed. It feels good. But for me, there's just other reasons why I had to step away for that, you know, and I've been, and it's good. It's hard, but it's good. You know what I mean? It's hard, but I mean it's different for everybody. You know, it's just like, I think for me, everything that I've been through in my life, you know what I mean, it just like accumulated to, and everything that, all the changes in my life, it just kind of led me to the spot to go. I think for me personally, I don't need to. I think it presents a kind of a risk for my life, you know, because of everything that I don't want it to, you know, like I'm going through things with my daughter, you know what I mean, and I want my daughter to have my full focused attention because of everything she's going through, you know, and I don't want to ever be tempted. I feel like I personally could be tempted to cope through numbing things. So I'm like, you know what, for my daughter and for, you know, my family, you know, and other reasons, like I've just, for me personally, I'm like, it's probably better that I just don't. You know, it's different for everybody. You know what I mean? And I always tell people, like, it's to each its own, and we're all built differently. It's just very important to know yourself and to know your own weaknesses and to know what your goals in life too that you.
Brandon says, have you ever bought a bike off Craigslist?
No, and I don't advise people to ever buy off Craigslist. I know Biker One, I think, bought a bike off Craigslist. And he got really lucky. He scored. He got his Santa Cruz Nomad from a guy who basically is like in the industry, and he barely rode the bike. So I do think you can score off Craigslist. Yeah. Just be mindful that it's rare. And it's honestly, if you don't know what you're doing, take somebody who knows what they're doing so they can look at the bike. Yep. That's what I would do. Pretty much. In that sense, if you're just going to go by yourself and you don't know anything really too much, never buy a bike off Craigslist.
Definitely not.
Don't. But if you can find like a friend, you've been in bikes a long time, please let me know. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Do you use pin bike?
Pin bike? No, I've never heard of it. Dude. Pin bike? Pink bike?
Pink.
I think it's pink.
Pink bike.
Yeah, pink bike's cool. I know a lot of guys who use pink bike actually. That's how I sold my bike. I sold my Intense through pink bike. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
I made an account, but like I just put one video and.
That's all she told. What we got going? Mountain biking adventure, good point.
You rode an Evo Insurgent, didn't you? Oh no, it was an Evo Calling that you rode?
Yeah, I did.
Was it Calling or Insurgent?
Evo Calling. Why, they want to know about it?
Well, Victor, he's running a...
Evo Calling?
Evo Calling.
Does he want to know what I think?
Well, he says Evo Insurgent, but I mean...
I don't know what that means, yeah. I'm on the same boat as you. I don't know what he means by that. Do you want to know how it did, or?
I think call it.
I don't know, brother. Check the frame thoroughly. See, that's what scares me. Like, he said that Mountain Biking Adventure said check the frame thoroughly.
Oh, dude, but that'd be sketch, especially if it's carbon, maybe.
Yeah, because carbon can crack and not be visible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of freaky. You know what I mean, to do that?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I always say bring somebody with you, because people could tap the carbon and know by the sound of it if it's cracked. So bring somebody who knows what they're doing. Like, I actually had I cracked my rear stanchion triangle on my other bike, and it sounded different, you know, and...
Oh, I think you showed me that.
Yeah, and so it was actually cracked. Yeah, it happened at 215. No,
later,
actually...
Julian. Catch you later.
Actually, it didn't happen at 250. I don't know how it happened. Wait, it did. And I was just riding. I didn't even crash. That's why I was like, dude, you guys gotta help me. And they helped me out, so. I bought a lot of bikes on Craigslist. Oh, Biker says he's bought a lot of bikes on Craigslist.
You don't give a flip, bro. He's like, yo, that's a good deal. I'm buying it.
Oh, man.
Bang, bang.
All right.
I wish I could do that.
I guess we could call it. You got any more questions?
I was getting one, but I've never rode one, and I've never seen someone ride one near me. He's talking about the Evo. Well, he said Insurgent, but the Calling, I think, no one had. I've never seen anyone out here ride an Evo, dude.
Well, my buddy David Pike, he has. An
he has one.
He has an Evo following.
But I mean, he's out in Tennessee though, not in Temecula, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's still there.
He
You know?
counts. He rides 215.
He counts.
He rides 215 a lot. He's there every week, or almost. But I mean, even the Evo calling actually was. I rode. I think like I test rode about 12 different bikes last year before I bought this bike, and made my final decision on this bike. And it was between this bike
and the
Evo calling. Like the Evo calling was a legit bike. Like I was very hard choice between this and that bike. Alright guys, so we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we want to thank you. Oh wait, do you got a tagline yet?
Heck no. I think mine was just like, just send it, dude.
There you go. Alright, so you're gonna do that again in a second. So guys, I want to thank you.
I just look over and I see myself
go like that.
No, I seriously go like this.
Guys, I want to thank you for coming along and just sticking with us for 2 hours. Justin Ramsey, you are the reason. You are one of the guys, dude, that keeps me motivated to continue doing this every freaking week that I have to go. Oh, I need a new video. Oh, I need a new video. Justin, so thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. And and a lot of you other guys out there too. I just know Justin a little bit more because, you know, like he's been following me for a while, and you know we've talked on, you know, outside on Facebook. Hey, if you guys ever want to engage with me more, go subscribe to my Instagram, please. Go to subscribe to my Facebook. Instagram and Facebook, you know, I do talk a lot on. So if you guys want to connect in any other way, and I do put out a lot of content actually on Instagram. I do Instagram stories, and I do a lot of like pictures and stuff. So go and check out my Instagram too, so you can get the full story and other things you might not get on the channel. So, guys, this is Tony with MTBdropIN. I want to tell you guys to stay strong and keep pedaling. I'm dropping out.
And just send it, bro.
There you go.
Later, homies.